Hey everybody, it's John from The Pint, and yes, it is No Pint August, but we're going to bend the rules a little bit for our special friends over at Connecticut Cult Classics. This Saturday night, August 16th of 2025, they will be having their bi-monthly show, double feature, horror films, cult classic films, all good stuff. This week coming up, it's going to be slasherific, that's for sure. We have 1980s Maniac and 1981's The Prowler, a couple of classic slasher films that we have done here on The Pint. As a matter of fact, we did them with Scary Larry Dwyer on some of our sub-series that we do with Scary Larry. So the way Larry's going to show these is he's going to show The Prowler first, and then he's going to show Maniac. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to take those two episodes. I'm going to put them together as a special double feature. I'm not breaking the No Pint August rule. There's nothing new coming to the main feed, but I figure if you're a listener or if you enjoy those episodes and want to re-listen, have a double feature experience that way, something to listen to maybe before you go see these films at Connecticut Cult Classics or on the ride home and you could laugh along with us. I think that sounded like a good idea, so that's what we're going to do. So the way I set this up is I took our 263rd episode, that was The Prowler, that was from Season 3 of Scary Larry's House of Horrors, the sub-series we have been doing with Larry for many years now. On October 28th of 2022, this episode was released. It was from the Losers List season, where Larry got to pick films that were put up for a vote by the listeners and were not picked, and ones he really wanted to do. He really wanted to do The Prowler. I will tell you this, The Prowler has maybe the greatest slasher movie kill of all time, in my opinion. Great kill on that one. As soon as that one ends, around the 1 hour and 23 minute mark, you're going to hear the end of the outro music. There's a scream, and the next intro music starts for the next episode, and that was episode 117. From the first season of what was then called Scary Larry's Pint O Horrors, because we were still Pint O Comics at that point. As a matter of fact, if you're a Sir John stan, Sir John is on this episode as well. But yeah, Maniac from 1980. It was the second episode of our Pint O Horrors first season. The first episode was a couple months before that, and that was Day of the Dead from 1985. And Maniac, if I have to give a little, I guess, bit about that, is if you're going to see Maniac at Connecticut Cult Classics and you've never seen the film before, bring a bar of soap, bring some hot water, because this is greasy, it's grimy, it's fucking fucked up and gross, and it's sweaty, it's wet, it's sweaty, it's sweat. Take all those words together. But I wanted to put these out, so we're going to put this out early in the week, let people listen to them, maybe catch up before they go see the double feature on Saturday night, and hopefully we'll see you there. So don't forget, go to www.connecticutcultclassics.com and check out all the stuff they do over there, all the stuff Larry and Mike and all the folks over there do in terms of Freak Out Fridays and the double features, all fun stuff. And don't forget, as another little, I guess, aside, is that CT Horror Fest, which those guys are all heavily involved in, is coming up next month in September. So get your tickets, because it is an awesome show and it's going to be a good time. See ya. But wait, don't go. Listen to these episodes. You came for the pint, but you ended up in Scary Larry's House of Horrors. Wrong turn, bitches. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of season 3, aka the Losers List here on Scary Larry's Pint. Oh, fuck.
Pint, oh, fuck.
On Scary...
Pint, oh, fuck.
on Scary Larry's House of Horrors.
We got something here.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right, Larry, what's going on, man? You ready to talk about a film that is horrific tonight?
I am. I'm so ready to speak of horrific things.
Horrific things. Yep. I'm John. That's Larry with us tonight. Now, so this is a special episode, a special fun episode, because we've got a guy who's never been on the show before,
Dun, dun, dun.
but he's a good friend of the show. He's a Pint Insider. If you're not a Pint Insider, you don't know what that is.
Yeah, you're fucking up.
You're fucking up. I'm going to tell you right now, Patreon/The Pint. Get on it. We got Bob with us. Bob, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All the way from the wilds of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So wild out there.
It is the wilds, that's for sure.
That's for sure. So what's going on out there in Rhode Island nowadays?
Lots of police cars driving around.
Nice.
Airplanes flying over.
Oof.
Homeless people
Hotbed of
telling you to
activity.
go fuck yourself when you don't give them a nickel.
Wow.
A nickel.
Wow.
That's all they want is a nickel, huh?
Yeah.
That's all I had.
I had a homeless gentleman a few years ago tell me, went to a Rush concert with a buddy of mine, and a homeless gentleman it was in Hartford at the Civic Center. This is like 1994. He comes over and he's like, "Can you spare some, something?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure. Hold on one second." And my buddy reaches into his car and grabs a handful of change from the ashtray, and the guy says, "I don't do change."
What?
Nice.
Yeah. And that is your lesson for the beggars not choosers thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just always thought, I'll never forget that. I don't do change.
Yeah.
So
Well, now I'm very interested in what
that's
your buddy's
respectful.
answer was.
He literally said, "Well, then you get nothing."
Yeah.
And we walked away.
Good.
But and again, it's weird because
And he's like, I'll do the change. All
You
right.
could have shoot him in the nuts. Just
Yeah.
shoot right to the nuts.
shoot right to the nuts. Did not.
Yeah, could have. Would have been, I think it would have been acceptable.
I think so.
In that situation.
I think so. But anyways, so here's the season 3 of House of Horrors, and the way it works is we talked about it on the last episode, Street Trash. Larry came up with a bunch of movies he wanted to talk about for seasons 1 and 2. We rolled dice, we put the vote out to you guys, and you voted. And we did 20 movies, but obviously there was a lot that never got talked about. So I said to Larry, let's do a truncated third season, and we'll do 5 movies. You pick the 5 out of all these movies that you really want to talk about.
Yeah.
So on the last episode, we talked about Street Trash. Larry, what movie are we talking about today?
Tonight we're going to talk about one of my favorite slasher movies, 1981's The Prowler.
The Prowler. So Bob is a listener. He's a good friend. I was talking to Bob at one of your shows, Larry, Connecticut Cult Classics, ConnecticutCultClassics.com. And I told him that we were going to be doing season 3 Losers List. And I gave him the list of films we were doing. And we had already talked about him coming, and he said, I've got to do The Prowler.
Yeah, perfect.
I've got to do The Prowler. So he didn't say I got to do The Lord, Larry.
It's okay.
But he
I
said,
understand.
I got to do
It's
The
a
Prowler.
good movie, though, Larry.
I agree.
He did say he liked it.
I
I'm like,
do like it. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
I gotta watch it
Mermaids.
again, though. I think I'm gonna watch it again.
Polish
just to-
mermaids. How can you go wrong?
I'm going to see how we go wrong on this one.
Oh, we're not going wrong. That's
So-
gonna be gorgeous. It's going to be a gorgeous film.
So, Larry, we talked about you have a shirt on.
I do.
A couple years ago, you went. So, The Prowler takes place in a very specific location. In the film, it's supposed to be Avalon,
Bay.
California.
Yeah, Avalon Bay.
But it's filmed in Cape May, New Jersey, right?
Correct.
And what is the name of this? It's like a banquet hotel.
It's the Inn at Cape May.
Okay.
It was called something different when they filmed it, but for the past few years, it's been called the Inn at Cape May.
Okay. So you went, you took your wife, Jen.
Yep.
No salad dressing, right?
No, there was no. I think she did have a salad that night, but there was no dressing
Dry.
involved.
Very
Yeah.
dry.
I still don't get that.
Yeah, no.
Nobody
Dry
does.
salad.
She likes a dry salad, unless we're at the hibachi. They give you like that orange ginger.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
likes that.
That is good, though.
That's it, though. That's the only dressing she
That's-
will eat on her salad. Yeah.
That's respectable.
Well, she does her thing, She does
Those are thing.
So yeah, I'd gotten. I think my friend Steven had posted about it. I've talked about him before. He's the big horror locations guy. He
Right.
travels around the country to go to different movie locations. So he posted about this. It's Kenny Caperton who does the on-set cinema. He does every few years. This was the second time he'd done it. He gets in touch with the Inn at Cape May. He gets the hall where the graduation scene was filmed, and he shows the movie, shows The Prowler there. And so a lot of people make a night out of it, get a room at the hotel because all the dorm scenes were actually in the hotel
Right.
as well.
It did not seem like a dorm. It seemed like a hotel.
Which it was. Actually,
Right.
I sent you pictures the other night when I was watching it again. I was like, that's the room I stayed in right there. There it fucking is. So yeah, and it was a lot of fun. We made a weekend out of it. Had no idea whatsoever, but Curtis and Amy and Justin from Vinegar Syndrome were down there as well. Just
okay.
ran into them and spent the weekend with them, basically. Walking around Cape May. There's like a bunch of little shops. Bought a lot of beef jerky.
A lot of beef jerky?
A lot of beef jerky.
I like beef jerky.
I'm
a fan.
Dude, ask Curtis about it. It was this cherry maple beef jerky. I still think about it sometimes.
That doesn't sound good. I'll be honest
I'm
with you.
telling you.
It does sound good.
Ask him. It was
Cherry maple bomb?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ask Curtis if you think I'm fucking lying. There was like a peanut butter shop and like a fudge shop.
You really had a good time.
I did.
Did you guys go antiquing the next weekend?
We did not. I'm not an antique guy, but if you give me beef jerky, fudge, and peanut butter, not together, I like it. I enjoy it.
So that's Larry's Excellent Adventures in Cape May,
Right.
New Jersey. So cool. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the Prowler, also known as, in many other countries, Rosemary's Killer.
All right.
Shittier name.
Yeah.
I like the Prowler.
Yeah.
I gotta be
But it
honest.
actually makes more sense.
It certainly
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Yeah, than the name of
certainly
the Prowler because there was a Prowler mentioned in the movie, but
There is. There's
That
a
was-
there was
that
a
was it.
guy
It's
who
just
was like a
mentioned.
few miles down,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
had nothing to do with the general plot of the film, but whatever.
October 9th, 1981. This was released.
Good.
Directed by a guy named Joseph Zito.
Right.
He directed Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter, which is a bullshit
favorite.
title. Is that your favorite?
That's my favorite
It's a
one.
good one. It's on the strength of this film, of course.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly. And you know what else he got after that?
This is
Invasion USA.
and
love
missing
that
in
movie.
action before that.
He did Missing in Action. He
Two great Chuck Norris.
had a
films.
Chuck Norris run.
Yeah. And then-
Invasion USA has the greatest ever guy.
Everything. It has the greatest ever everything.
Yeah.
There's a scene where a woman's snorting cocaine with a straw, and the bad guy slaps the back of her head, and the straw like goes into her brain.
Yes.
It's terrifying.
That's amazing.
It's fucking
I
horrifying.
love Invasion USA.
Bob, how do you feel about Chuck Norris?
I love Chuck Norris.
You're a Chuck Norris guy.
Fucking
Code of
Americans.
Silence is my favorite Chuck Norris.
Oh, is it?
movie. I love
Missing
that
in
movie.
Action 2 is mine.
That's a
Braddock.
good. I've seen
Braddock.
that movie so many times too.
I'm going to go with Lone Wolf McQuade.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a good choice.
We did the Octagon on the show earlier this year. It was not the Octagon. That's not strong.
The whispering in that movie, I just don't.
We discussed that at
get
length.
past that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Octagon
Oh,
recently?
sure. Well, no, recently.
know.
10 years.
I know what this is.
Oh, yeah. It's very whispery.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Like what? It's the weirdest voiceover of
It's
all
very
time.
whispery.
Written by a guy named Glenn Leopold. Who? This is crazy.
I love this.
This is crazy.
I know where you're going.
He was like a writer on the Smurfs.
Yeah. He was like a big cartoon guy.
Big cartoon guy. He did the Smurfs. There was a bunch of other stuff, but I also picked, because I was a fan of it as a kid, the Godzilla cartoon.
Oh,
I can still
I
remember.
ever saw it.
Bum bum ba bum
never saw
bum bum ba bum 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 Godzilla.
You know,
Godzilla.
that's like Here Comes the Bride is what that is.
You're probably right.
Godzuki.
Godzuki.
Yeah.
I am. That's you just hummed Here Comes the Bride.
Well, I think I did it more menacingly.
Okay.
You know, Here Comes the Bride would be like, bum, bum. Okay, I did the same fucking thing. I did the same thing. And then the co-writer is a guy named Neil Barbera. I don't know if he's one of the,
Yes, he is.
Is he? Okay,
He's
'cause
related to Hannah.
He's the younger brother.
Yeah.
because he also is it's so crazy. This is a violent.
This is basically a cartoon.
It's a cartoon because Neil Barbera, he was Scooby's Laugh Olympics and Yogi's Gang, right?
Right.
Like, it's just crazy that these guys that's their stuff. And then also, this is also crazy for this movie. Eric Lewald, Mark and Mike Edens are credited. 3 people are credited with additional dialogue for this movie. 2 writers, and then 3 guys that had to come in and punch up the dialogue. Apparently,
Okay.
I find that interesting.
I don't find this a dialogue heavy movie.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Not to,
You know?
Bob, do you find this the type of movie that not only would not need one person to punch it up, but there's 3 guys?
I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anyone to have to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a Tarantino film
Certainly not.
No, it's
where there's a lot of really highbrow fucking.
no scenes in a restaurant.
Yeah.
No, there's no monologues.
long
Waxing
monologue, right.
poetic.
Right.
No monologues.
Right.
All right, so let's get into the cast.
I really never knew the 3 dialogue guys.
3.
That's amazing.
3.
Seems like a waste of money.
Well,
what do I know?
It's
It was just a couple of dudes that were hanging out, friends. They just wanted to be credited. With
very
something.
possibly.
Yeah.
Very possibly. All right, let's cast it up here. All right.
My God, it's full of stars.
First off, Vicki Dawson.
Yep.
Plays Pam McDonald. First of all, I'm going to say one thing about this cast right off the bat.
Yeah.
Everybody was in soap operas.
Oh, yeah.
Like
This
you
is
tell.
a soap opera cast, right?
Right.
All right, so Pam McDonald, As the World Turns and Another World. Bob, I got a question for you. First of all, is she not essentially Amy Steele from Friday the 13th Part 2?
Yeah, she 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too when I was watching this.
Totally.
Yeah.
Number 2, Bob. Could you determine in this movie whether she was good looking or not good looking?
Well, she was hot.
Okay, because I felt like there was points where I'm like, she's hot.
Yeah.
And then she turned her head and I'd go, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah.
Did you feel that
Bad
way, Larry?
angle.
She had bad lighting, like in Seinfeld.
She seemed to have a pretty pronounced jaw.
Yeah.
But she had the Amy Steele thing going on. I like Amy Steele.
Yeah.
And then, look, this is a college student who has 2 really nice formal wear dresses in her closet.
does, yeah.
Right? But I every time I would see her, I'd go, I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know if she's attractive or not.
See, I didn't really, I don't want to alienate your core audience here, but I'm not a big fan of blondes.
Okay.
It's not my.
My core audience of all the blondes.
all the blonde women listening. I didn't want to make them mad. You know what? The first thing I saw this woman in, and I think the only thing I've ever seen her in,
was it either As the World Turns or Another World?
it was not. My mother was a guiding light person, so
Okay.
those were the only soap operas. I always think about this sometimes. This is a strange movie to have seen in the theater. But for some reason, I saw Carbon Copy with Denzel Washington.
Oh,
in the
and
theater.
George Segal.
Yes, and she is in it. She plays George Segal's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I've ever seen.
That is a weird movie to see in the theater.
Right? I don't know why to this day my parents decided to take me to see that movie. Maybe they took me to see something else that was sold out. I have no recollection of it other than sitting in the theater. I'm like, wow, this is a really strange movie to be watching at. Maybe I was 8 years old. Like, this is bizarre.
Do you have any, Bob, do you have any movies and that you saw at some point in your life where you're like, why did I go see that in the theater?
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
Like anything you think of off the top of your
Hannibal
head?
Rising.
Oh,
For
yeah,
one. My son and I were sitting there like, we paid for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always think about, I saw, there was, in the earlier mid-90s, there was a Beatles biopic about Pete Best called Backbeat.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I went and saw that. And I'm like,
Why?
and
Are you a huge Beatles fan?
I'm a Beatles fan, but I grew into my Beatles fandom later than that.
Okay.
I think there was just a period in my life where I just went to the movies a lot.
Just to see.
Yeah.
But see, my parents took me to see this.
Yeah.
And it's not like, you heard me say Denzel Washington. This was like his first movie.
This is pre
He was
Saint
nobody.
Elsewhere.
He
Yeah.
was no one. Nobody knew who Denzel was. So it's not like they took me because, oh my God, this fucking amazing actor is in it. Nobody
Right.
knew who Denzel was. I don't know why my parents
Interesting.
took me to see Carbon Copy in
Interesting.
the movie theater.
I remember seeing another one that I think it was weird. Like, why did I go see that at 20, 22 years old?
Right.
Bushwhacked with Daniel Stern, where he
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Why would you see anything with Daniel Stern?
Well, no.
I fucking hate Daniel Stern.
Come on.
I
The
do.
voice of the Wonder Years, man.
I understand that. Doesn't mean I like him.
Breaking Away.
No.
Okay. All right. Bob, Daniel Stern, yay or nay?
I like him in Chud.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wet Bandits.
He
Right.
was one of the Wet Bandits and one of the Sticky Bandits.
He was. Yeah, they changed their name in the second one. All right, let's get back to the cast. Now, this guy here, Christopher Goutman.
Which one was he?
Do you ever notice when people have gout, they call it the gout?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know. I have a few friends who have the gout.
But nobody calls the AIDS or, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not like,
Yeah. I have the diabetes.
right. But you don't ever say that. You
don't
would
say
just say, I
gout.
have diabetes.
Yeah.
But when people have gout, they literally
Actually,
go, I have
you
the
don't
gout.
say that anymore because of Wilford. Now you say diabetes.
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 Yeah.
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 But which one was this? Because I don't know any of these.
This is
people's
the
names.
sheriff. He played.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the deputy. I apologize.
Deputy.
Mark London.
So Cillian Murphy, basically.
kind of Killian Murphy.
He's
Yeah.
got some serious guns going on, man.
Yeah.
The thing I can't stop noticing in this whole movie is the tiger beat hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, that's
There's
just
a
natural.
lot of feathered hair in there.
Feather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, did you go through a feathered hair
Oh,
period?
fuck yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I want pictures on that later. So this guy ended up not really being much of an actor, but he was a director of soap operas, All My Children and Days of Our Lives.
Nice.
I'm still curious because I saw this movie once before. Larry,
Okay.
you showed it
Yep.
on a pandemic watch party.
Okay.
Lawrence Tierney.
Yeah.
Why is he in this movie?
This was before he planned the jewelry heist.
Yeah,
in Reservoir Dogs.
It just seems like you didn't need Lawrence Turney to just sit
in a
wheelchair
and then outside, like 2 scenes.
Grab somebody once,
right? Yeah,
like Kung Fu grip.
Think about it. Lawrence Tierney was never like a fucking.
But still seems like he's a little too big to have played that role. Where his 2 scenes are his 2 scenes
in the window.
In a window, watching a girl take her shirt off.
Yeah,
and then grabbing a girl.
Yeah, by the wrist.
Hadn't seen this in a couple of years. We watched it in a watch party, and things are like different. Everybody's laughing and making comments. I was like waiting for us to get back to him.
Yeah,
never got back to him.
No.
He was talked about.
Oh well,
through the whole thing.
Here's the thing.
He's Major Chatham, right? Major Chatham.
Lawrence Tierney plays the character of Major Chatham, whose name is repeated no less than 17,000 times in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
There is a scene where 2 characters are in his house looking for him, where the entire dialogue for 8 minutes of screen time is Major Chatham.
Which I wonder if those 3 guys punched that up.
They probably did.
Yeah.
You think
what they did? They were
guys, not enough Major Chathams in this scene.
I think what's his name here? Eric Lewald came in and went, we said Major Chatham 17 times. I got an idea. What's that, Eric? 2 more times.
Yeah.
Fucking print it. Print it.
Go
for it.
Go.
Lawrence Tierney, you might know him from Reservoir Dogs and
Cabot.
Seinfeld. He was Elaine's father on Seinfeld.
And
That's right.
As the customer at the bar and Arthur yelling for his hard roll.
You're right.
Of course I am.
Oh,
You're right.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
You're right.
Man.
Yeah.
I went back and rewatched Arthur like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
We discussed it one night on a podcast.
Right.
The next night I watched it. Holds up
Still holds up.
immeasurably.
Yeah.
I think I gave it on Letterboxd 4.5 stars.
Sure.
It's a brilliant comedy that I had not seen in so long. I laughed through the whole fucking thing.
Absolutely.
Dudley Moore
is a genius.
He was always great, but that role, and unfortunately, it didn't repeat it in the sequel.
Oh,
the
Arthur
sequel.
2 on the Rocks is a fucking gem. Okay?
I don't think Bob's agreeing with you on that.
All right, it's not a great movie. I'll admit it's not great, but I still watch it once in a while.
I get that.
I own it.
Kind of a comfort thing.
Yeah.
I have some movies that I still watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say it right here. I don't believe in the concept of guilty pleasures. I think you like what you like.
Yeah.
But I also can say I like some things that are fucking pretty garbagey.
Sure.
Bob, give us one thing that you're like, I love this thing. And
Larry knows what I'm going to say.
Arthur 2 on the Rocks?
No,
Okay.
no, Video Dead. That's a fucking guilty pleasure of mine. It's a piece of shit.
It is not a good movie.
But I don't know. I just.
But at least Michael St. Michael's is in it. So there's that.
Oh, the Greasy Strangler guy.
Yeah.
Larry's heard me too much talk about that. My friends have heard me talk about it way too much. My kids.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where it's not funny anymore.
I think people are still angry that I showed that on one of the watch parties. So.
I wasn't.
Like, you fucking kidding
I think I was the only one who was watching it.
I think you were the only one left, yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah. Well, you've missed the last 40, so that makes perfect sense.
Was it in the new run?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Farley Granger plays Sheriff Fraser. He was in Rope. We did an episode with Shawnee Mack last year, Hitchcock's Rope, and Strangers on a Train. So this guy was was a pretty big movie star way back in the day. Cindy or Candy Weintraub.
I love that you can't read your own.
Yeah, I certainly cannot.
My favorite thing.
She played Lisa. She's also in a film that we'll be talking about pretty soon here, Humanoids from the Deep.
Yes. She is.
Tom Bray, I put him on here because he played Ben. He's the nerdy guy that's trying to get some pussy in the basement. And that creepy, who the fuck is going to fuck in that? No matter how horny you are, go anywhere else.
Yeah, literally.
Go
Outside.
anywhere else. Go outside.
What was the TV show he was on?
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
That's why I included him, even though he has a small part. I loved Riptide as a
Yes,
kid.
that's what it was.
He was the Boz. He was the computer. Joe Penny and Perry King.
Yep.
They were like private eyes. One of them had a speedboat, and Tom Bray was like the 1984 computer expert. Like when you had a modem where you put a fucking phone on a modem. And it lasted a year or two. And it was right at that time when I was watching all those shows.
Both seasons, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Riptide.
Yep.
All right. I have one more here. Let's see. David Cedarholm. He played Carl. He was in The Hunt for Red October.
Oh.
And Ryan's Hope, another soap opera. I think Carl was the guy that gets the knife in the top of the head.
Yes, he is.
This was filmed in October of 1980 to January of 81 in, as we said, Cape May, New Jersey. $1 million budget. The visual effects were by a certain guy named Tom Savini. who did Day of the Dead and Maniac.
I've heard the name.
Yeah, we've all heard that name. All right.
And Friday the
Vaguely.
13th Part 4. So
Friday the 13th Part 4.
Since we're talking about it.
Yep, Joseph Zito took him there too.
Yep.
So Larry, let's open this thing up. This thing opens on a fucking old school newsreel.
Yeah.
Right? Like, buy war bonds. Japan surrenders. You know, like that kind of thing. Like, you almost think for a minute. Now, this is on Tubi, by the way. If you want to check it out, it's on Tubi. Larry's got the fucking 4K restoration disc, I'm sure.
I do.
But I watched it on Tubi. When I pressed play, and I hadn't seen this in a while, I was like,
watching the wrong movie?
Am I watching the wrong movie?
Or did
I get
same fucking thing?
Did I get transported back to 1945 when I'm watching
black and white?
Yeah.
And it's a huge ship, like a destroyer.
It's like a destroyer, like packed to the fucking gills.
Yeah, like thousands and thousands of GIs returning from World War II. And there's a voiceover, right? The voiceover is like, the boys returning from war, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
talking about their girlfriends, and, you know, some of them got a Dear John letter, which I've never heard of. I've never heard a Dear John letter. That's a thing.
What?
What the fuck? Where would I hear? Nobody's ever sent me one. Why would you call me John? Are all their named John?
Wait a minute.
Is every sailor on that boat named John?
Wait.
What? Okay. We have to.
You amaze me sometimes. Are you telling me you've never heard of the concept of Dear John?
No. Never.
Bob.
Of course I have.
Yeah, there was actually a TV show.
Well, your name is John, so you've probably received a lot of Dear John letters.
I've never received one, but a Dear John letter is when your spouse or loved one writes you a letter and fucking hikes.
I've never heard of that in my life.
That's fucking nuts.
Why is it called a Dear John letter?
I think it's a colloquialism or whatever, like John being just a popular male name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never heard
There was
of that.
actually a show with Judd Hirsch in the 80s.
Yep.
Called Dear John.
That was a great show.
It was a good show, and the
Great
plot
show.
was his wife left him, and he ended up in a support group.
Yeah.
And
No, never heard of it.
fucking I'm. That's why I like you so much, because sometimes the weirdest things you'll be like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, no. I've never, except for this movie, and every time I watch the movie, I'm like, I don't get it.
I'm gonna message Stu later on and ask him if he knows what a Dear John letter, because Stu also can be kind of surprising sometimes.
Can he?
Oh yeah, you know.
I've never noticed.
You know.
All right. Never heard of corned beef. So
That's crazy. Yeah. Stu
Never heard of corn.
No,
beef.
Never heard of corned beef.
Corn and ground beef? No, Stu, that's not what you do at all.
Yeah, we did a over the course of like a year and a half, we did all of the Friday the 13th movies as video reviews. And we got to one of them, and I don't know how, but the corned beef came up. And he was like, what are you talking about?
He was just blown away.
Blown away. So like we explained, we had a whole like half an hour discussion about corned beef, pastrami, all this stuff. And then the next episode, we made him go out and buy, I think, pastrami and try it live on the air.
Yeah.
Because we're like, and this guy's from fucking Pittsburgh.
Right.
He's not from like a vegan community in the hills of the fucking Andes. He's from a place where people eat meat for fucking like, you know, midnight snack. They get up and they chew on a fucking a loaf of fucking, you know, beef.
He's from the home of Primanti
So was he a
brothers.
fan? Did he become a fan?
He said he liked it.
He was like, it's all right.
But like he still is grossed out by the concept of like a boiled New England dinner.
Right.
Like cabbage and what? And I'm like,
But he's still never had that kind of corned beef. Like,
right.
He's only had like, you know, that crap you get at the deli. Like,
Yeah.
So he's like, now I've had corned beef. I'm like, nah, not really. That's not really it.
And he's also very like, he's like, where's the corn supposed to be? And we're like, it's corned. It's a process.
I tried to explain corning to him, and it didn't really work.
We love Stu. Check out Stu's show, The Stu World Order.
Absolutely.
And his website.
His Pop-Tart Quest.
His Pop-Tart Quest, swoproductions.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the boys are returning home from war. And it talks about Dear John letters, which is apparently a fucking thing.
Yep.
And then they show a Dear John letter, right? It's the Dear John letter from Rosemary to her boyfriend.
They never say the name, right? Or do they say the name?
Thought it was John. Didn't we just fucking talk about it? I thought every jilted lover is John.
No.
Okay, whatever. So that was a joke. I was just joking. And that was being facetious. So yeah, they show a letter back in the days when people still wrote in cursive. So you kids these days wouldn't be able to understand this letter probably if you looked at it on the screen. Thankfully, I went to Catholic school, so I could still understand this.
Bob, do you remember on like those papers they had the line and then the dotted line and then the bottom line, and you had to touch either the top line for capital or the middle line or
dude, Sister Canisius would fuck you up in my class if you didn't fucking do your writing right.
Yeah,
like, she was very serious about handwriting and prepositions. Like you had to know all your fucking prepositions and you had to write your goddamn
Still to this
capital
day,
I's correctly.
none of that shit I've had to use.
Of course you haven't. What do you?
No.
Yeah. What do you use? Nobody uses fucking cursive anymore.
Who writes in cursive? It's not the 1800s.
Just sign your name.
Why didn't they teach us to use a quill?
I don't write in calligraphy either. Right. You know what I mean? Like
You got a feathered pen in your back pocket?
over here writing in calligraphy. A friend of mine wrote in calligraphy at a test one time. That was hysterical. All you heard was squeaking throughout. By the teacher was like, "Ron, what are you doing?" She goes over and he's just been writing all his answers in calligraphy. Like Jesus Christ, Ron. We're getting off topic. So there's a Dear John letter, right? And it's like, hey, enough of this shit. I can't
wait for you.
You said I can't wait anymore. We don't know how long you're going to be over there. I've got other stuff to do.
Other guys, apparently.
Other guys.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
Early stages of Tinder.
Yeah, I'm worried about you, but I gotta go. Love, Rosemary, and she drew like a nice little rose on the end of her Y.
My question to that is, Bob, let me ask you this. You get a Dear John letter. Do you want a fucking artistic endeavor at the bottom of it?
No. Don't put a smiley face.
Don't put a
Don't
I'm
smiley
not paying attention to that shit.
Don't draw a rose. We're at war.
I don't know if I would get past the first.
You're at war.
Yeah.
You're fucking. You know how horrifying it must have been in World War II.
Oh, look, there's a rose at the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, she left me, but she drew a rose.
What I love about it is she's like, I can't wait for you anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy's in a fucking foxhole and you can't wait to get your pussy plugged.
Yeah.
Like, give him another couple months. He'll be home.
This guy's got fucking Germans shooting at the back of his fucking skull.
Trust me, when he gets home, he will fuck you in half.
Yeah.
Just wait like an extra 2 months.
Right.
This poor fucking guy.
Right. So cut from the Dear John letter, and then we go to the Inn at Cape, which is what, Avalon?
Avalon Bay?
Avalon Bay. I don't think it calls it a hotel. Whatever it is, it's their graduation dance, right? 1940, whatever graduation dance, and Rosemary's there. You find out it's Rosemary with her new boyfriend Ron.
Real cunt.
Yeah, he is a real fucking douchebag. Talking about how much money his dad has.
Yeah, it's like you're jealous because my dad has more money than you'll ever have. It's like, go you can't wait for this guy to get fucking killed.
Which, spoiler alert.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming, that's for sure.
So he's like, hey, let's leave this jive joint or whatever the fuck they said back in the fucking 40s, and takes her out to the gazebo. You have to say it like that because of Dead Zone. Remember when he's up in the gazebo and he's calling the gazebo?
Oh, yeah.
So anytime I hear the word gazebo, I have to say it like that. So takes her to the gazebo, which is actually like a few miles down the road at a church, making out with her, and then you see somebody cut the gazebo's made up with Christmas lights. Right. Somebody cuts them, which leads me to believe they would be electrocuted. But I don't understand electricity. Maybe not.
No, he had gloves, I think.
If he had gloves on,
okay.
And if they're insulated.
I'm
an electrician, so.
I gotcha. I'm not Thomas Edison. I don't.
So what were you doing on that night, Bob? Where were you?
Apparently you know all about this. Yeah, so apparently you can snip the line. So he snips, and then she's like, oh my God, it's dark, and we're so scared. And then you see, because I think there's like 4 or 5 different scenes of this guy lacing up his boots. I guess his boots untie a lot. So he laces. You see like a war style boot, an army style boot, military.
Boot.
Those boots are not comfortable.
It doesn't look comfortable.
I owned a pair of
Yeah, no.
His whole getup is not comfortable.
No, his face is covered. Like it's all a mess. It doesn't look, it doesn't look nice. So then the Prowler, it's not the Prowler. The military guy appears and he jams a fucking pitchfork through Roy's chest, through his back, which we all appreciate. And then it comes out his chest and goes through Rosemary's, and kills them both, and then leaves Rose on her face.
Yep.
Correct? On her face?
On her face or in her hand? I can't remember.
Somewhere.
It was on one of the railings right next to her head.
So it was a classic Savini, right? Pitchfork through one person into another person. Savini used the same thing in Friday the 13th.
So interesting fact about this film: the killer is played by 3 people in this movie,
And one of them being
at the very end. I won't tell you who the killer is. We'll get there. But in the very last scene when he's unmasked, it's one of the actors we mentioned. The assistant director, Peter Giuliana, he plays him in all the scenes where he's like walking or all that stuff, like chasing people,
Tying his shoe.
and in every kill scene, it's Tom Savini,
Right.
because he had to be able. These are pretty elaborate kills. For the close-ups, he had to be able to work
the stuff. Yeah.
the stuff. So Tom Savini, the actor we won't mention, and the AD were all the killers in this. So Bob, we have a time jump. How far ahead do we go now? About
I think it was 18 years.
35.
No, that's
35.
right. It
Yeah,
was
'cause we
30.
go to-
That's why I was kind of like trying to do the math on that.
Yeah, it's
It just didn't make sense.
1945 to 1980.
It didn't add up to me.
Yeah.
It's 45 to 80. So
It's 45 to 80,
years.
35 years.
They even say they hadn't had a dance in 35 years.
Right.
Right. It's like,
And they're-
like Footloose.
They're getting prepared to have a Footloose style dance, another graduation.
Yeah.
And we meet all these archetypical, characters. We have the blonde, the Amy Steele lookalike who is dating the local deputy, and we have the
Are they dating though?
Well, they seem to be. She definitely gets jealous.
It's
It's a thing.
implied. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's implied because when they do go out for lunch at one point, and then when he dances with the
Yeah,
with
she
the
gets
fucking
super. Was that Lisa she danced with?
I don't remember her
who it
name.
was,
She was definitely a
She was very concerned about a prowler in like 2 states over, and
Yeah.
worried
I
that
have-
he was gonna,
Yeah.
I got a question about that.
I didn't get that.
A question about that.
Yeah.
Well, without spoiling it,
Sure.
a character in the film gets a call
Mm-hmm.
about a prowler 2 states over coming.
Yep.
Pardon me. And that character turns. I just threw up on you. And that character turns out to be the killer.
Yeah.
Was that call bullshit? Do you think that call was just bullshit to make them
No.
think to throw the scent off?
I think no, because
It was a state police.
because later on, Cillian Murphy there finds out that the guy was arrested.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I
So
must have missed that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the conversation he had on phone.
Because she
with
was
one
still
of the.
Pam was still thinking it was because that was the prowler. There was
Right.
he'd gotten a call. The sheriff had gotten a call at the beginning saying that there was a prowler who had broken into a store and cut somebody.
Yeah.
And he was on the loose, and they thought he was coming this way. And so for the whole movie, that's kind of like who they think is killing people.
When I hear the word prowler, do you think of someone like?
I think of this movie.
I think of someone who stands in a window and jerks off. That sounds prowlery to
That's
me.
usually what I would think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a guy who I
think of a guy in fatigues
Yeah, I don't
because I
think
saw
of-
this movie.
Well, I'm glad that
81.
you. Yeah, because I think I'm like
Yeah.
John. I think of somebody.
If someone said the word prowler to me, I'd immediately be like, "Who's jerking off like outside of windows in the
Interesting.
neighborhood?"
Interesting.
That's my thought process.
Were you sitting here through this movie hoping you're like, oh, can't wait till we get to the guy jerking off outside the window?
The big twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they get told this is happening.
It's
right?
like a guy who looks like fucking what's his name from Maniac? Just all greasy, fucking just jerking
Spinell?
off. Spinell just-
jerking off.
Yeah.
Has anybody pitched this idea to a porn director?
Once we get finished recording,
might have
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Once we
might
get finished
have
recording, it's
We're
happening.
gonna get in
Yeah.
there. We're
So,
getting in there.
so now we're all these years ahead. We have the sheriff character played by Farley Granger, and his entire story arc in this movie is that he's going fishing. Right? He's leaving to go fishing.
yeah.
He keeps bringing it up. Everybody knows about it. I don't know. Like he gets a call.
guy at the store.
The guy at the store is like, "Is this the week of your fishing trip?" It's like, get out of my life. How do you know about my fishing trip?
That dude seems to know a lot about people.
Does seem to know a lot, and we also never really learn. But he seems to have like a simple fellow that's like a handyman or a delivery guy that we don't know why.
He's got a slow adult.
He's got a slow.
He's got a slow adult.
He's got a slow adult.
It's like a pet.
No, he's just got a slow adult.
We keep him on a dog line out back. He's going back and forth. He's got a forehead like a drive-in movie theater.
So he's a Manning.
His name is Mungo. He's a good shit.
Fuck, I love that scene.
That
I
is
love
a
that
good scene.
dude. Fucking Matt Dillon in that goddamn movie.
Matt Dillon's good in that movie. How does my stomach taste? She says.
All right, choppers. Cough up
Choppers. So the sheriff is going out on essentially a fishing trip. He's leaving Deputy Tiger Beat to watch everything.
It's Cillian Murphy.
Right, it's Cillian Murphy, Deputy Tiger Beat.
He looks just like him, for Christ's sakes.
And we have like essentially like this. It's mostly a cast of girls, right? Like it seems like maybe it's I don't know if it's an all girls college, but they're
because they have dudes, but I guess the dudes could be from a different college.
I think it might be an all girls college because you never see any guys.
I never thought
that
of
seem
that.
to be students, right? And they're
Well, there's no student like activity. There's no classes, so
Well, because they're graduating. They had their classes.
well,
right?
that's what I'm saying. So how do you know that there's no dudes in their classes? Maybe it's
Oh, you're
just
right.
their dorm. Maybe they're all the girls' dorm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're reading way too far into this.
We're in the weeds.
Definitely
Yeah.
reading way.
We're in the
into it.
weeds.
All right, let's get out of there. Let's
So-
dig our fucking way out.
We get a scene where, and this is where everything kind of starts to happen, right? It all kind of starts with one of the girls taking a shower.
Yeah.
That lasts the entire fucking
The
movie.
entire movie.
Shower takes the entire
She
movie.
showers for like 23 hours.
She's in there for a long
And
time.
nobody questions it. Everybody's like, oh, it's cool. Water's still running.
Nobody, yeah, and she's not pruny at all either when
No.
they find her, which is
And the
bullshit.
water doesn't even overflow.
Right.
No.
So
And
everybody's
she's
getting
sitting
ready.
on the plug, basically, at that point.
She was, yeah.
That water would have overflowed.
Totally.
I have problems.
In the final scene when she walks into the dorm
I'm no
room-
plumber, but that water would have fucking overflowed.
Yeah. Bob is an electrician, not a plumber. How do you feel about that? Would the water have overflowed?
I don't know.
Okay. I could be wrong again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, I don't know shit about home repair.
I don't either. I certainly don't. I know my limits.
Yeah.
So all the girls are getting ready to go to this dance, and it's going to be a good time. And our
Well, it's the first one in 35 years.
it's 35 years.
Yeah.
Our
John
main character.
John Lithgow's trying to stop them. Oh,
That's
no, wait.
Footloose.
That's
That's Footloose.
God damn it.
What is our main character's name? I keep forgetting her actual
Ren.
name.
Wasn't it Ren?
Pam.
Oh.
Pam.
No, Ren's Footloose, too. Isn't
Pam.
it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No.
So, is it Pam? Is the D silent in Pam?
Pam.
Pam.
Not Pam. Oh, I know what you're doing there. I get what you're doing.
I do too.
I think I can help you out with this whole Pam situation.
Yeah. So Pam goes to the dance, and as she's leaving, one of her friends is still showering. She leaves, and then we get the first kind of like the first murder scene. Before the murder scene happens, though, who comes to the showerer's room for a little bit of love? Right, her paramour, you might say.
Yeah.
Carl comes in, and he's all dressed up, and she's taking a shower. She's totally naked, and he's like, "You gonna invite me in?" And she's like, "How fast can you get your clothes off?" And Carl's not nearly as fast as I would think someone would be in that situation.
He was hesitating.
Very lackadaisical. Like he's like, so he sits on the bed, and Bob, like, walk us through this one. Like, what the fuck happens here?
All of a sudden, somebody comes up behind him, puts his hand over his mouth, and goes the knife.
Fucking like a K-bar.
It was a bayonet or something.
Yeah, I think they call those
Long.
K-bars, right? Like the military knives. Through the fucking top of the skull.
Yep.
You see it. I don't know if you see it go through the mouth.
It goes through the bottom of his
bottom of the fucking
Of his
of
neck.
the neck. But Bob, what is the absolute best part of this whole fucking scene?
When he goes to pull it out, and then his eyes roll back into his head. That is the most fucked up kill I have seen in slasher film.
His jaw is
it's just
elongating, and
it's gruesome.
It is totally.
And
it
I
is
still
gruesome.
to this day I still stick to the fact that this is the cruelest kill I've seen in any slasher flick.
All right. It's definitely fucking up there.
It's evil. It's just and Tom Savini, the way he did the makeup effects in that was amazing.
Yeah, the guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for Tom Savini.
Yeah.
So he kills the Carl, and now he goes into the shower room, into the bathroom.
Yep.
And we keep getting this kind of like, it happens multiple times in the movie where the person in the stall can't see outside because it's like a frosted glass type situation.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks it's Carl coming to fuck her brains out.
Right.
Her brain's gonna get fucked out, but it ain't by Carl.
No.
So Larry, so this guy's using the K-bar. Earlier in the movie he used, I know we mentioned he got stabbed in the back. Did we mention it was a pitchfork?
It was a pitchfork.
So now he basically he just runs her through with the fucking pitchfork.
Yeah. It's another great scene.
Another great scene.
The scream, that's what sends it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you get the two different. He first sticks it in a little bit, just the tip.
Just for a minute.
Just gives her the tip.
Just see how this feels.
And then she's so give her a little scream, and then he fucking all the way in and lifts her up, and it's fucking good.
It is fucking good.
It's a good scene. A lot of boob. Not that it's not how I like to see boobs, but
I get what you're saying.
I like when the boobs are not stabbed.
She had nice tits. Let's
But
just be honest, right?
She did have.
Yeah,
She had
it
nice
was good.
tits.
It was
All
good.
right. It's okay.
were nice.
We could talk about tits here.
All right,
All right. So she had nice tits, but she's dead now.
she's dead.
So now,
Not in
meanwhile,
real life.
no, she's well, maybe. I don't know.
She might be.
She might be. Meanwhile, we go back to the dance.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to talk for a second about this band at the dance. Did either of you guys think they were fucking epic?
They were.
Yeah.
I was digging these songs.
Did you see that bassist? He reminded me of Miami Connection.
Okay.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
he
getting
into
like
it.
the vibes I was getting. Yeah, fucking God. YK Kim and fucking not even playing that goddamn thing.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
like, why even put strings on the guitar?
I
at
bought
that point?
at CT Horror Fest. I bought at Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah, you got
the big box set of Miami Connection.
It's fucking worth
Yeah.
it. But that band reminded me so much of the fucking. I was like, is this the same band that later plays at Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Dude, you know what's funny about that?
Because that band was badass too.
Lloyd and I did an episode like 2 weeks ago. We did Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
And I was going to say 2 weeks in a row, I've seen maybe the two best like fucking
High
like
school.
early 80s high school fucking dance bands.
Yeah.
Because they were both good. Like Ridgemont High, they play Life in the Fast Lane.
Yep.
This band isn't playing any hits.
Nothing.
They're playing originals and they're
Yeah.
fucking tearing ass.
They are. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, but while we're there, this is where we get the scene where the deputy comes in and starts dancing with the hoary friend.
Right.
And our heroine is like getting a little pissed off.
Right.
She kind of like gets out of that. But then what happens, Bob, to her dress where she has to go back to her fucking dorm room?
She gets punch spilled on it.
Punch spilled all over it. Which, if you see the scene, and she's wearing a white dress, you could barely tell.
Yeah.
You could barely tell. But she's like, fuck it, I got to go back up and freshen
Thankfully,
up.
she has a second.
She's got a like, how many fucking college girls of that age have that kind of formal wear like that?
Maybe she owns a haberdashery.
Maybe.
I don't even know what a haberdashery is.
But I felt like I knew what you were saying.
Yeah, I like the
I
word.
was with you.
Do you know what word? I don't know what it means.
What?
I know what it implies.
Okay.
But it's an old timey word.
Yep.
Sundries. Is that like
Yes.
groceries?
It's.
It could be. I think it is.
I think that it's got to do with
He doesn't know either.
clothing.
You think it's
Groceries?
clothing?
No, I think
Yeah.
it's groceries.
I think it's groceries. I think it's like
it's groceries?
I think it's like back in like the Wild West, there would be a store that would say like meat and sundries.
Yeah.
And then sundries is everything that's not meat.
And down the street is the haberdashery.
So it's like head cheese.
Head cheese.
Or
head cheese is
No,
meat.
head cheese is meat.
Yeah.
But then like sundries would be like the bread.
Is head cheese really meat?
Yes, it is.
Head cheese. Okay, I can
Head
tell you
cheese
this.
is like
I-
pig parts in
no.
like jelly.
Cow.
Cow.
They take the cow's head after they butcher the cow, right? And do all their fucking horrifying things to make the food that you and I love. They take the head. They boil it.
Yeah.
Until everything sloughs off. Slough's a good word.
is.
Ends in a
Yeah.
GH,
Yeah.
but sounds like an F. Everything fucking sloughs off. Eyeballs, lips, everything just fucking ends up in a gelatinous mess.
Yeah.
Then they form it, and then that's head cheese.
So I want to.
You want to try it?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I want to know who created it. Like
Necessity.
when this happened.
It's poor people.
This must.
Yeah,
Yeah, it must
poor
have been.
people.
Yeah.
Poor people. We talked about this a little bit off air before.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
People of our parents' generation, or more so their parents, they ate shit that they had to.
Right.
And for some reason,
The Great Depression.
right, some of them didn't let go of that shit.
Would haggis be up there with that?
No, haggis
that's
is
Scottish.
Haggis is Scottish. So that's actually like like they love that.
Yeah.
Head
They're
cheese.
Just, I don't know if you know Scottish people, but they're just drunk all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that fucking
I am
anything.
Scottish.
Well, then you know. Then you know all about this.
You know what is Scotland's martial art? Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Heed,
Head.
heed, down in front.
Look at the size of that cranium.
Let's get back to sundries
It's
later.
like
though.
an orange with a toothpick stuck in it.
head pants now.
It's got its own weather system.
You know, they made a whole show. Mike Myers made a whole show on Netflix about something that character says when he's talking about the people that run the world.
Oh, I forgot.
He made a show out of that in the summertime, and he played all the characters.
Oh my God.
I heard some people say it was good. I heard some people say it was bad.
Really?
But it's actually based on that one line. I can't remember what he says.
I can't either.
Triumvirate or something.
Yeah, he's like they meet at a secret location.
Yes.
Smart ass.
and the show is about that. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the Prowler.
Sorry.
Who's not jerking
She
off in your
smelled
window.
of soup. That's all I can remember of that movie.
He broke
My
up
kids
with
have made jokes about that shit to
Yeah.
me when I started dating. They're like, "Yeah, it's another person you're going out on a date with, Dad. Did this one smell of soup?"
You're just reaching for fucking reasons not to go out with them again. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, well, I think that's natural. I think that's
I
natural.
think so.
So
I hope so. I don't know.
She runs back to her dorm room.
Right.
And the door's kind of open, and she makes it a point to be like, "Hey, I know you're in there." She shuts the door.
Yeah.
The door starts to open again, but she doesn't notice that. She goes over to the closet and she changes out. We don't see anything though. She changes out of the white costume and into a nice green number.
Yeah, green
number. And then she leaves the dorm room, and she notices the door open again, but no big deal.
Right.
She leaves the dorm room, and as she gets down the hallway in this clearly not a dorm, but a hotel.
Sure.
She sees,
As someone who's slept there, I can agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
She sees a person in fatigues
Right.
on the other end, kind of
Pretty
just staring
early,
at her.
right? Like this is pretty early
it
to
was
see
in
the killer.
stairwell. She saw the door
Yeah.
open and then the
Right.
shadow of.
She sees the shadow, right?
For a slasher, this is pretty early for our final girl to see.
Yeah,
It's first
it
20
was.
minutes.
It really was.
Yeah.
First 20 minutes of the
And
movie.
sorry, spoiler alert, I'm calling her the final girl. But
Yeah.
it
She,
is
but
Yeah.
even more spoiler alert, she survives totally.
Yeah. Right.
Bob, what do you think about, like, okay, so we're talking about, like, in the pantheon of some of these slasher movies that we all know Michael Myers in the jumpsuit and the William Shatner mask, and obviously Jason in the baghead or the hockey mask. Something like My Bloody Valentine. We got the miner with the where do you put this military costume?
I would put it. I mean, I would probably put it up there with My Bloody Valentine. It's an underrated.
It's
get
great
up for a slasher. I think. I think it's a great look.
What is like the mask he's wearing? It's like, is it just? It almost looks like a mosquito net or something.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because
I always wonder how the fuck he sees out of there.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
So he's in full fatigues. If you haven't seen this movie, he's got like a camouflage. Like,
He looks badass.
yeah, he does. And as we said before, he's
And
got
the helmet, like that.
the helmet, like
yeah.
an old World War. He's in World War. He's in the same garb he had on in the beginning of the movie,
Right.
but he's got this giant knife on the side. He has a fucking double barrel shotgun now that he's toting around. He doesn't use it until the end, but and then he carries the pitchfork's the one thing that doesn't make sense with his costume.
Yeah.
because unless they did some stuff in World War II that I didn't know about.
Maybe he was a farmer in
He might
World
have
War
been.
II. I don't know.
He might have been. So
I've actually, I
Overseas
think
farmer.
that I have actually heard of. There's been some soldiers that had like a small pitchfork.
I know that they had like shovels.
Yeah.
They almost all,
always
like,
have shovels.
Yeah, they had shovels because what they had to do, dig trenches and stuff. But the pitchfork's kind of weird.
I swear I seen something about that.
Oh, yeah?
I wanna bring
'Cause
this
I
up.
remember I was looking that up when I first saw the movie. I was like, how the fuck is that part of that? And I looked it up, and I think that it said something about that.
Interesting.
I want to
they
bring this
carried
up
it.
before I forget this
Please.
because I'm going to forget this.
Please.
Did either one of you also feel like, as I did, that when she eventually breaks his pitchfork off in the door, it's way too easy?
Yeah.
Like that's a solid.
Yeah.
those are pretty solid. She literally just grabs it and pushes it against the door, and the handle
She
breaks.
basically Bo Jacksoned it.
yeah,
Right? Like,
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
Bo
Yeah,
used to
she-
break that bat over his knee. Like, I don't think she's as strong as Bo Jackson was.
She with one hand.
Yeah.
And the door's not all the way shut, so there's not like that much pressure against
Right.
it. She just kind of pushes
And it
the
just
thing
snaps.
cracks, and I thought, bullshit. Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't the only one.
And then I think she threw it on the ground. I'm like,
She threw it. Yeah.
Don't use that or
Don't
anything.
use that.
No.
Just please throw it.
well, there's another point, right, where was it this movie or am I thinking of something else?
no, you're thinking of the next
I'm
one.
thinking of the next movie
Yeah, we'll get
where
into
a
that.
gun is just like, fuck it, I'm not going to pick that
I don't
up.
want to pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about
We'll
that.
talk
scene.
about
Yeah,
that.
we'll get
Yeah.
to that. Definitely.
All right. So she gets chased for a little bit, and she eventually runs into Sheriff Tigerbeat, and he's like,
Right.
what happened? And she tells him.
It's Cillian Murphy.
And let's just be honest. I'm going to be honest. We go into a pretty long section of this movie where it's like the detective adventures of of Amy Steele Jr. and fucking Tigerbeat.
There's a lot of exploring.
When she's running, she gets stopped by Major Chatham.
Yes.
And he grabs her and like,
Which was never really
Nothing.
They never went back to that.
Never.
Like, why? How did he even get outside?
Yeah.
Was he doing outside?
I waited for till the end to see if we got back to that, and we did not get back to that.
I don't know if he was looking for Mr. White. I have no idea. I don't know what Joe Cabot was up to, but he was outside.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they never really explained it, but that's okay.
Motherfucker looks like the thing.
Looks like the thing.
So we get like kind of this whole segment where they go and they're checking stuff out. Obviously, seems to be a killer on the loose. The deputy is the law, right? And he's armed and everything. He keeps leaving her like alone in places, like in the car.
Yeah.
This poor planning. Like, just have her
Piss
with
poor
you.
planning.
Or if you're going to investigate, drop her off at the fucking dance. Say, hey,
Which
go inside.
he tried to do later on.
He did do that.
Yeah,
Tried
and
to
she
do
was
that.
like, "Fuck you,
And
man."
she was like,
Oh.
it was kind of really shitty.
it was almost like a breakup.
It was like she turned around to see if
he's
he
like,
was
"I just can't
looking,
have you
and-
fucking tagging
Yeah.
along everywhere I
Yeah,
go."
it was,
Oh, okay. I saw it, but I must have like missed that.
it was an easy
But that was more
miss.
towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it
That was like right where they're about to go to
There's the
Chatham's house.
There's the whole part where we'll jump ahead a little bit. There's the whole part where he's like checking out a grave that's been robbed.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's in a cemetery. There's at least a killer on the loose and possibly a prowler jerking off all over everybody.
Right.
And he leaves her in the fucking car.
Yeah.
to the point where like, and
the
then
slow adult comes.
The slow
Isn't that
adult
where the slow
comes.
adult
Yeah.
comes?
It's just like,
he just like sticks his head
he
in the
was
window.
thinking that it was a prowler that was just jerking off. So he was like,
Yeah.
she's fine.
she's fine. Worst thing's going to happen.
She's seen,
She's jerked
she's
off.
seen jerk off.
Yeah,
She's seen people jerk off before.
Cum cleans up nice
Yes,
and
it
easy.
does.
Yeah. All right. So let's go through a couple more people that are here at the party itself.
Yeah.
We get told that there's a prowler.
Yep.
And the woman who is like, I don't know, she's a chaperone or a teacher.
Like a teacher.
Yeah.
She's when she tells everybody you need to stay in the fucking party.
Here's the killer part. I understand the need in a case like this to tell everybody to chill out, like you have to stay because there's a fucking killer, right?
Sure.
But she stops the band in the middle of a song.
Yeah.
Just gets up there and she's grabbing the guitar neck like, no, you can't make chords.
I would have punched her right in the fucking eye. Don't you touch my
They were
guitar?
right in a good part with this.
It was,
It's
and
like,
that, yeah.
what the fuck?
She
Really?
stops
First
it.
of all, a random person touches my guitar in a show.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a problem.
Oh, I can picture it.
gonna have
I
a
mean,
problem.
totally rude.
Touch my fucking guitar.
And she gets on and she tells everybody there's a prowler. And, I don't know. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to like party more, but I would appreciate that. Like, you're not letting me go outside. These people are like, fuck it. We want to get masturbated on. I wanted him to jerk off on me.
And they tell her what? They tell her that Lisa's gone. They tell her, they're like, oh, thank you for keeping us all inside, but Lisa's missing.
Yes, Lisa's missing. And then you get the other guy who's drunk and just like,
Oh, yes.
he's making a fucking
Paul.
big deal.
Wasn't that Paul?
Paul?
Yeah.
There's somebody else in this fucking
He's just
room.
like, oh, fucking, I'm drunk and I'll fight everybody.
Yeah, he's a real
And that's
tough guy.
exactly what he said,
Yeah,
too.
pretty much. I'm pretty sure I've kicked that guy out of the Strand 3 times.
I like the fact that when they get him to the drunk tank,
Yeah.
he keeps mouthing off to the deputy.
Yeah.
But then when
Pam's like, "Shut the fuck
shut
up."
the fuck up, and he just shuts up.
Yeah.
I appreciate
He's
that.
like, nope, now I'm in big trouble.
All right,
So by this point, though, where we are, Lisa's been killed, right? Hasn't Lisa been killed?
is Lisa the hooker friend in the swimming pool?
Yes.
No, she has not yet.
Oh, she hasn't yet? Okay.
She sneaks out and
Yeah,
goes.
she snuck out.
Right.
She goes unskinny dipping. We get
Yeah.
her in like her tight.
She's like, I got to get out of this party and swim.
and swim.
She's like, it's time to swim.
Yeah.
Because, listen, when I'm at like a high school dance, I'm always like,
I got to cool off in the fucking pool.
if I could just get out of here and jump in a pool
Yeah.
right now, things would be fucking prime.
Just cool off in the waters of
Yeah.
Lake Minnetonka. Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
what was the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
The prowler goes and jerks off in the pool.
Yeah,
That's it.
maybe there's cum
The
in the pool
chlorine.
already. I have no
Right.
idea.
look. Let's be honest. The chlorine will kill that
Chlorine
cum.
will kill that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
possible.
So she goes and she's and this is kind of a disappointing like all white attire wet scene because I don't see anything. Like we don't
Yeah.
get to see anything.
Yeah.
She's swimming and then all of a sudden as she tries, well, this is brutal.
This is great.
This is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
She's climbing out of the pool.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker kicks her dead in the fucking squaw.
grill.
Right in the
Right in the
face.
fucking-
Listen,
grill.
I'd love to see someone get kicked in the face, though. So I was kind of for it. I was
My only problem with that scene.
Yeah.
So she gets kicked dead in the face.
Yeah.
She falls into the water and she acts as if she got kicked in the face. She's almost
she's
drowning.
and she's like real fucking discombobulated.
Totally
like,
discombobulated.
Yeah.
No blood. I'm sorry.
No, she would have a busted nose.
Military grade
Military
boot.
boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he fucking kicked it like he was kicking
Dead
a
in the
fucking kickball.
Yeah. She would have had a busted nose.
She would have had a busted nose.
No doubt about it.
She finally thinks she's gonna get out, and that motherfucker's in the water with
Yeah.
her. He jawses her.
Yeah.
He fucking, and then we get again Savini again.
Yeah.
We get a
classic. That's classic Savini with
Yeah.
the cutout.
Yeah.
The knife cut out.
fucking right through the throat. He almost, as if you've ever heard, O.J. Simpson apparently almost took her head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fucking goes deep. Like her head is almost like off.
Yep.
So-
It's a good scene. She's underwater and it's
Yeah.
still pumping.
Yeah.
You can see that was
Yeah.
that was a fantastic
Really good
scene.
Really,
Really
good scene.
was.
Savini has said he still feels this is his best work ever.
I
read
think
that.
it really was.
I read
really
that.
do.
Yeah, and he's done. I mean, for a guy like that who did Day of the Dead, to
Yeah.
say that this is his best work ever, that's pretty crazy.
So Bob, the next character who comes out and finds the scene is the teacher.
Yes.
She comes out, finds the scene, and I think the scene that's great is when she sees all the blood in the pool.
No, but hold on. She walks around that pool for like 5 fucking minutes. Lisa.
It doesn't
I'm
even-
like, bitch, it looks like Alex Kittner just got eaten in that fucking pool.
It looks like the orca's chum line. Yeah.
How are you just walking around this pool yelling for Lisa? The pool is red.
Yeah, it
Completely
is.
fucking red. And not to mention Lisa's fucking. Is she floating? I don't even know if she's in there.
No, she's gone.
She's gone.
She's gone,
Oh, that's right, because
She's
she's
gone.
in the fucking. Spoiler alert: she's in the casket, right? Isn't she in the fucking casket?
Yes, she's in the casket. Yeah.
So, but still, it's all fucking full of blood. And this teacher's like, Lisa, just walking around the pool. Lisa. It took her.
Well,
like
this is
fucking,
the movie where it takes like a whole day to find 2 bodies in a shower.
That's true.
That's been running for a whole day.
This is
Yeah,
true.
because it was fucking daytime the next day when they finally found. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe she's still in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, no, how dumb are you, girl from Carbon Copy? She's not fucking still in the shower.
So the teacher, what happens to her, Bob?
Oh, she gets fucked up with she gets the knife, a knife jammed into her throat.
Pulled up like right against a fence, right? From behind?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Comes up behind her and just
That's right.
jams the knife into her throat.
Yep.
And then you just see her kicking her feet and just blood.
Takes care of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we don't get anybody else dying, right? We get a couple of decoys, right? Because we get the couple in the basement that start to like fuck.
Yeah.
But then they run afoul of the weird like caretaker.
Yeah.
But nothing happens to them.
No.
Kill
It's,
wise.
it's the old man that was at the dance. He's down there watching.
But I
them.
think that they were inferring that he was the guy. Remember in the beginning of the movie when the rich kid bumps into the guy and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, he lives in the basement." I think that's him.
The slow adult.
Yeah,
he was a slow child.
He's another slow adult. Yeah, yeah.
He was just a slow child.
Yeah. So let's pump it.
We're about to skip over one of my favorite parts.
Oh, well, let's not skip it.
Let's
not skip it.
I think it was when it was the part where fucking Paul's in the lockup and Pam's telling him to shut the fuck up. And
oh my God.
Cillian Murphy calls the fucking, he's like, I got to call the fucking sheriff. He's
This
like,
oddly incredible comedic scene that happens out of
Shit.
nowhere.
Oh my
he's
God.
like, shit has gone
my
completely
God.
out of control. I got to call the sheriff up at his cabin. We got to interrupt the all-important fishing trip. Because like you said at the beginning, the fishing trip is the most important thing in the sheriff's life. Everybody in town knows that the sheriff's fishing
The
trip.
sheriff's fishing trip is a fucking question on Jeopardy the night before.
Right. Yes.
Right? Like, everybody knows about it.
So he fucking calls up to the cabin, which apparently the cabins don't have their own phones.
You got to call the main phone.
You got to call the main.
And then get the fat guy in the Red Sox hat to go to your door and relay messages.
Typical fucking Red Sox fan, right? Just fucking lazy
Stay
and
classy,
fucking
Boston.
just lazy and not gonna help you out with fucking anything. This guy is what's he playing? Solitaire? Who the fuck plays solitaire anymore? Like,
Well, but this was
after
pre-computer
1912,
days.
I don't care. 1912.
Yeah.
I don't care. Who's playing funny that I said 1912 when I'm talking about the Red Sox.
Red Sox.
Yeah, so he calls and he's like, this guy is completely put out. He's just trying to eat his fucking sandwich and play solitaire. And he's like, listen, can you go find, I'm a cop. He never says I'm a cop.
No.
Right? Like, I immediately would have played that card. Listen, asshole, I'm a fucking cop. People are getting killed in this fucking town. Go get fucking Sheriff Fraser before I fucking send the fucking Stadies up. There's Stadies in Boston, right? Before I fucking send the Stadies up there and fucking, he never says that. He's just like, hey, I need to talk to fucking Sheriff George. And so this guy just puts the phone down.
He slams
Makes
his
some
half
noises.
door.
Yeah.
He slams his half
Slams
door
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make it seem like he
Make
left.
it seems like he's going to fucking find.
He continues to play solitaire.
Yeah.
I think he take some more chaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did.
And then he's just like, then eventually he makes the same sounds to make it sound like he's coming back.
Right.
This scene is like 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's so
and then he goes
weird.
another 2 minutes to find a pencil.
Yeah.
That's behind his goddamn ear.
Behind his ear, and then he writes it down on a bag that's under like a plate
under like
he
a
has.
plate of pizza. I want to
Yeah.
slap this guy in his fat fucking face.
So we learn though,
Yeah.
from what he says,
Right.
is that Sheriff Fraser is not in his cabin. But we also know he never checked.
Right.
And he keeps using the excuse of he doesn't know because he only got there an hour ago.
Yeah. So we don't know that Sheriff Fraser's not really there. Sheriff Fraser could very well be in his cabin.
He could be there.
Fucking,
He's not, though.
Fucking a fish or
He's
whatever the sheriff does.
Spoiler, he's not.
Okay.
So we get to the point where we find Rosemary's grave, right? And Lisa's in there. And it all kind of starts to come together.
Right.
This
is around where they figure out that Rosemary is Major Chatham's daughter. How does nobody in town ever know this?
Yeah, it's like this big secret that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god!
And how long has her body been
in the fireplace?
In the fireplace, is that?
I think they just took her. I think
he took her out.
Yeah,
and put her in
the
there?
killer took her out and put her in. Weird place, weird flex, strange place to hide the body. Like I know, I'll just jam her up in this fireplace for a little while.
Yeah,
like little bizarre. But again, how has nobody in this town ever known that Rosemary Chatham, who was killed in 1945, which was obviously a big deal because we haven't had a school dance ever since.
Right. We stopped all activities because of this.
Right. We've never known that it was Major Chatham's daughter.
Yeah.
Could have been a Halloween prop too.
Could have. I mean,
It's
I
very
guess.
possible.
I guess.
Jam right the fuck up in that thing.
Yeah.
So we get to.
Why was she reaching up in there? Oh, because there was a necklace.
Oh, she saw the
hanging
necklace.
down,
was
yeah.
hanging.
She saw
Okay.
the locket hanging down.
Okay.
She reaches up in there, and then the fucking.
And who wasn't surprised that was going to happen?
Oh no!
Right.
I had a
saw
feeling
that coming a mile away.
I had a feeling something was going to happen. So let's get to the very end of this, where essentially it makes no sense to me at all. But the killer now is in the. Are they in the? They're in the house, right? At this point,
yeah.
The killer's in the house. He subdues a deputy.
It was
he bonks him.
real fucking easy.
He bonks him, right?
But he
No, I think he just put his arm around his neck and he passed out.
right. He doesn't kill him for a reason, which I think is maybe because of who he is.
I
Right?
thought he was gonna kill him, and the fucking lights cut out or something.
Oh, I thought it just seemed like
he had the pitchfork.
Yeah, he had the
up and-
pitchfork, and then
up and
something
ready to go right into
yeah,
okay.
something happened that he didn't. I don't remember exactly.
I was thinking maybe because of who it was, maybe he had a little bit of like.
No, I think he
alright.
was gonna fucking kill him.
So then it's him chasing Amy
Carbon
Steele
copy
part
girl.
2
Yeah.
all around. They end up in a bunch of different rooms. Speaking of Amy Steele, she hides under a piece
the
of
bed,
furniture.
under
Yep.
the bed,
And
and the rat.
a la part 2 of Friday the 13th, a rat.
A rat comes. Yep.
All we needed was for her to piss her pants. She
Yeah.
did not.
No.
And then
I always thought it was the rat that pissed.
Oh, and Friday the
Friday
13th.
the
too? That'd have been
Friday
a lot
too.
of piss.
that's a lot of
I don't
piss.
think you
That's a
could.
lot of-
I don't
that
think
is
you
a lot
could
of
fit
piss.
that much
don't-
piss
yeah.
inside
That's
of
a
a
lot
rat.
of piss for a rat.
That's a lot of piss. That's a lot of for that body volume.
I mean,
don't know.
listen, I've never watched a rat piss.
But I mean,
Oh, I have.
Oh, have you?
Oh, there's a
She
whole
was-
Pornhub category for that.
Oh shit!
I don't. I still don't get it to this day. She was wearing pants. How do you piss that much?
That,
Your pants had to have soaked up some of it. I don't think you're making a point like that.
that fucking bag-headed mongoloid's coming after you. You're pissing through those jeans.
You're very much.
You're fucking blasting You're blasting piss. Right? It's fucking atomizing out of
Another
your
slow
body.
adult with a pitchfork's coming at you.
Yeah, really.
You're gonna piss under the fucking bed.
Oh man. So he's chasing her around. We get the scene where she breaks the pitchfork,
Yep.
and eventually they end up in what would be called in the old days a tussle.
Yes.
Right? They're tussling. They're wrestling. At one point, she's in like a dress, and it almost seems like she gets him in a guard, like a MMA guard.
Yeah.
But he's on top of her, and he is just about to fucking get her, right? Just
Yeah.
about to kill her, and then all of a sudden a fucking blast happens, right? A fucking shotgun blast, and fucking
Out
just
of the slow adult.
out
to
of the slow
rescue.
adult, right?
Yep.
Bob, how did you feel about the really weird scene where they stared at each other
It
for
was
about
creepy.
2 minutes?
It was really creepy.
I'm not sure what happened.
So the slow,
he gives her a look like, are we gonna fuck?
yeah, you thought so too. Like, is that my reward for
Yeah.
saving your life? Like, I get to touch your puss.
Yeah. Right.
So he had come to the graveyard earlier, and she was afraid
Which is
of
a great
him.
reward.
Right, it is a great reward.
Yeah.
It is. More people would do more things if that's what was what
agree.
you got.
God, I would get it. I would, yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
walk across hot coals.
Yeah.
But so earlier in the movie, when she was in the Jeep in the graveyard, he came and scared her. But now we have the idea of maybe he's been following her the whole time to
protect her.
Right.
Yeah.
They have this really awkward scene where they stare at each other for a while, and then we forgot. But when the fucking killer in the beginning was getting Batmaned up, he had a fucking double barrel shotgun,
right.
sawed off. He fucking kills the slow adult.
Yeah.
He blows him to fucking shit.
Poor Otto.
Poor Otto. Now he goes down.
I think he still had that look on his face when he went down too.
Oh well, he's like, his thought was like, I thought I was gonna get pussy, and instead I got shot. Right?
Sucks.
He goes down. Now, do they wrestle? Now they're wrestling again with
Wrestling
the
with
shotgun
the gun now, yeah.
Right? They go back for part 2 with the shotgun.
Yeah.
And
Listen, she looks like a strong girl.
she looks like she
broke
probably
that. She broke that pitchfork.
She did break the pitchfork.
Easily.
She Bo Jackson the shit out
Easily.
of that pitchfork.
So-
yeah.
she probably played like
One
fucking
tough bitch.
lacrosse or something, right?
Was lacrosse a thing? Maybe Quidditch. I don't know.
Quidditch. Yeah, she was the seeker. So,
Yeah.
so as they're fighting over the gun, he takes the mask off.
No, I think she.
He does.
He does.
He does take.
Oh,
the
does he
mask
take
off.
it off?
It's like
Okay.
after this whole
He pulls
movie,
the
he's like,
mask
this thing's
off.
getting.
He's like, enough of this.
warm."
Enough of this fucking shenanigans.
So he pulls off that fucking camouflage sock off his head, and holy
bum,
fuck,
bum,
it's
bum.
Farley Granger,
Yep.
aka Rope Strangers on a Train, aka
Yep.
Sheriff
Not
Fraser.
fucking fishing.
Right?
Not fishing.
Sheriff Fraser, who got dumped 35 fucking years ago, and I still can't figure out why he's killing all these kids. Why is he mad at them?
Because he didn't
He hates romance?
kill anybody else after he killed Rosemary.
Right.
Listen, I would have killed Ron too. I get it. Guy's
I
a
totally
fucking
get it.
cunt. And he's
And
off.
Carl.
He's off fighting fucking Germans, and this one breaks up with him. So maybe you stick a pitchfork through her. I can understand that.
Bob, do you think it's a one-man thing
but
against
he
romance?
didn't
I think
kill
that's what it
anybody
is.
else in 1945.
Right. He became a goddamn cop.
35 years.
That's not easy.
35 years. Suppress the
Something
rage.
triggered him.
The dance. He's John Lithgow. He hates dancing.
You think that the dance is what did it?
The dance is what did it. They haven't had a dance in 35 years and everything's been fine.
Yeah.
Now, having a dance again, he's like, oh, nope. No fucking dancing. Not on my watch.
That is some footloose shit.
It is.
It is.
Footloose.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Totally.
That's what it is. This is Footloose.
kinda-
Footloose fucking ripped off the Prowler.
Yeah.
3 years later, right?
Yeah.
God damn.
All right, Bob, real quick. We're talking about Tom Savini. What did you think about the fucking nuclear head blast we get at the end of this thing?
That was impressive. It was Savini. I thought it was almost as good as Maniac.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
head explosion.
Did you think for a second, though, when you see it, that there's no way there was that much stuff in his head?
like-
there was a lot.
Like those caramel creams came out. Remember those with like the white center? There was like
Cowtails?
Necco wafers flying around. Like
His head was like a fucking pinata.
it was fucking crazy.
candy corn.
Yeah,
you get-
fucking
you get-
like
you
those
get-
little packs of Twizzlers.
You get the standard
Peace.
shit, like his eyes, his
Yeah.
brains, and then boxes of nerds.
yeah.
Fucking
Tootsie Rolls and those fucking candied pumpkins.
ribbon candy from your fucking grandmother's house.
Those fucking circle peppermints with the red stripes, the red and white
I
stripes.
see the growing trend here. I like this.
You like that, right? Like this guy's head goes up like a fucking pinata.
Yeah. It was fucking bananas.
The movie just kind of like essentially the story ends there.
Yeah. I wanted to see her covered in brain matter.
Nothing.
Call me
No.
crazy.
Yeah.
He deputy fucking Tiger Beat brings her back to the
Right.
dorm, and I do like the scene. Although I want to talk about something real quick with it. She goes upstairs and she realizes
God damn, they're still in the fucking shower.
we forget that nobody ever found these bodies.
Right.
So she goes in and she finds the bodies and she's terrified. But Bob, what is a trope that happens in every goddamn 80s
Jump
slasher?
scare is coming.
Did you think? And we're going to talk about what we think of the movie. The Carl character who looks like a zombie because his eyes are white. He's hung
Or
from,
somebody from Scanners.
Yeah. He fucking grabs her and she freaks out and then she eventually kind of wakes up and the movie ends there, right? Do you need that? Did you need that?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a little cheap jump scare.
It seems like Carrie did that and then everybody was like, that right there has to happen.
You know how terrifying that must have been the first time people saw Carrie in the theater?
Oh, fuck yeah.
People must have lost their goddamn
And-
minds.
and-
So then every movie was like, hey.
That's probably what they were
Yeah.
aiming for
Yeah.
when they made that.
And
I'm sure.
Funnily enough, Carrie, out of all of them, being the first, when you watch it now, it's super tame.
Right.
The hand comes out really slow.
Yep.
Like, it's not like a surprise, but like this one was like I can imagine this one being like, holy fuck, I just shit myself.
Dude, I remember seeing Carrie when I was a kid and having fucking nightmares. Like that scared me more than anything in that movie. That little scene, but I was also a child.
Yeah.
So yeah, I completely get.
Was it scarier than what's her name? Nancy Allen's weird blowjob scene where she's blowing John Travolta, but she's like, his dick is supposedly in her mouth, but she's having a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you want to do tomorrow night? It's like that's not how a blowjob works, Nancy Allen.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know the size of Travolta's dick. I don't. He might have a little button. I have no
little
idea.
button?
Yeah.
She's like, you know what I like about sucking your dick is that I can suck your dick and talk at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, I'm also chewing a piece of gum
Yep.
and I'm whistling.
And I'm eating a fucking cheeseburger.
And I'm eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I'm doing 5 things all while pleasuring you. All right, so that's the story of the Prowler.
That's the Prowler.
But you know what we got to do on the Scary Larry episodes? Favorite kill time, kids.
Favorite kill. Dun, ba, 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 ba.
That's for my wife. Fuck you and die.
So we talked about some of them. Let's go to Bob first. Bob, we talked about the kills. We talked about, and we obviously all talked about like one of them that's really great. But what is your favorite kill in this film?
Oh, obviously the bayonet through the head.
You're going with the Carl kill.
Yeah, Carl, that's still, to this day, I still think it's probably one of my favorite kills in a slasher flick.
Do you think that the eyes put it fucking over the top?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
The eyes and his cheeks sinking in, getting sunken in, and yeah, it's like Savini. He must have seen some fucked up shit back in the war.
Yeah,
and it's like he knew this is what probably would happen if this were to be done to someone. So
yeah,
it was impressive.
All right, he's going with the bayonet kill. I'm going to go a little bit off center.
Yeah,
I'm going with the pool kill, mostly for the kick to the face.
Yeah, it's a good kick.
It's a good kick.
We cannot lie. If we're going to go with best kill in this movie, it's the bayonet through the head.
Yeah.
I can't not say that. That's incredible. That's an incredible kill. But favorite, I'm going with with that whole thing. Kicks her dead in the face. I wish that we had some blood, broken nose.
Sure.
And then fucking like she truly is fucking disoriented. She's almost drowning.
She plays it well.
She does.
She does. Yeah.
She can't get up straight. She can't swim. She can't stand up. She can't do anything. And then he fucking like almost cuts her head off.
Right.
But that kick to the face is fucking brutal.
I do love a kick to the face.
It's brutal. And I think part of the brutality of it is that in so many slashers, it's all weaponry. You know, it's all like, you know, a knife and this and a pitchfork. And that's just like a straight up, like fucking like body to body, like fucking maneuver. So that's mine. Larry, what are you going to go with?
You know, I hate to be like everybody else. Well, I can't be like everybody else because you both have different ones. But I'm gonna side with Bob.
Yeah.
It's always been not only my favorite in this movie, but one of my favorites in any slasher as well.
It is
just a great scene. As soon as you see the knife go through the bottom of the chin, it's just like, whoa, and then the eyes roll back and you're like, holy fuck. Like it's brutal, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like, I mean, you could have just done a knife through the head and blood shoot out and it's done. And okay, you know, that's pretty bad, but I mean, it's just brutal.
Yeah.
And it goes on.
Yeah.
It's not a quick scene.
No.
Not a quick scene. It fucking lingers.
It's like as he fucks with the knife,
he's like digging
the fucking
like,
the face is like, you know, whatever that is. I'm assuming it's some kind of plaster.
Yeah, it's great.
It's crazy.
I mean, I love an exploding head.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, that we can't not say that.
Yeah.
That's
Think about that.
but
How
Dawn-
that feels when you push
No, I don't
your
wanna.
button on the top of your head from your hat.
Yeah.
That shit hurts, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine him. Yeah. No.
We'd seen him do the exploding head in Dawn and
Maniac.
and Maniac.
Yeah.
And you know, it looked great and then it always looks great. I love, you know, when candy flies out of people's heads. But that bayonet scene is that's juicy. That's
all right.
nice.
Well, you know what time it is now. Let's rate this thing.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes. It was fun.
All right, Larry, you know, on these episodes, what's the criteria? What are we rating this on?
I think we're going with Lazy Hotel Clerks.
Lazy Hotel Clerks for 500, Alex. All right. So on a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being the absolute worst, 5 being the best, quarter and half scale optional. Larry, I'm going to go you first.
Sure.
What do you give 1981's The Prowler, a.k.a. Rosemary? And if you're out there in another country listening to this, maybe it's called Rosemary's Killer where you're listening.
Which makes a lot more sense.
It does. It does.
Than the Prowler does, but it is what it is. The Prowler's long been a favorite.
I like it.
Favorite too.
Favorite.
I like it a lot. It's, you know, it is slow at times, but it never bores me, even when it gets slow. I like looking at in the deputy's eyes, deep into his luscious blue eyes. It makes me happy. Very similar story to My Bloody Valentine. You know, which a lot of people enjoy more. These are very similar movies.
Yeah, you're right.
Very similar movies. You know, except for one has mines and the other one, you know, has Lawrence Tierney. But
Major Chatham?
Yeah, Major Chatham, which really goes nowhere in this movie. But a lot of people do prefer My Bloody Valentine. I don't. I prefer The Prowler. But that's not to shit on My Bloody Valentine.
The Prowler is 100% less Canadian.
It is definitely a lot less Canadian. There's a lot less Molson beer.
Yeah.
in this movie, a lot less moose as well. I don't think there was a moose.
No,
actually,
I think it's more like
Valentine.
just everybody in the movie is severely Canadian.
It's very Canadian.
What do you think's happening down in them mines, eh?
Yeah.
You know?
What's this all about?
What's this all about, eh?
Yeah.
Someone's killing everybody, huh? Buddy?
Yeah. What's going on, Philip? Yeah, so it's I do love My Bloody Valentine, but I do prefer the Prowler. For me, I'm going to give it. It does have its issues, but I still enjoy it. I'm a little torn, actually, but I'm not going to go over 4. I'll go 3.75.
Wow, 3.75.
3.75 lazy hotel clerks.
All right.
For the Prowler.
Fair. We're going to end with Bob because he's our guest tonight, and he actually he gets to go last because of that. So I'm going to go next. I enjoy this movie, but there's a but. Mm-hmm. It slows down to a fucking
Does it
halt.
bore you? Because it does slow down, but I don't get.
It kind of does.
Does
bore
it?
me.
Okay.
Like when the Major Chatham scene, I'm literally like fucking like
makes no sense.
I'm like, come on, man.
It's not boring. It just doesn't make any sense.
Why
is he grabbing at her?
Yeah. Well, not even. I'm not about that scene. I'm talking about the scene where they're in his house.
Oh, okay.
That seems to go on for fucking
and they're walking
ever.
around.
Yeah.
It does go on
There's a bit.
Okay.
So this movie, what it does well, it does very well. This is one of the per kill capita.
Yeah.
This might be one of the best slashers of all time. There's not a ton of kills. It's not like, a Friday the 13th movie where he kills 10 people.
Right.
But
they're great.
They're all great kills. Every one of these kills is really good. So that has to be said. Tom Savini is incredible. Again, the knife through the head, that's super memorable. But I think it kind of and also the killer's look is awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's very iconic. Like that's like horror iconic. I'm going 2.5.
Ooh,
I'm going
wow.
2.5. I don't dislike this movie, but I'm going to go it's pretty average otherwise. If it wasn't for the kills, it would be lower.
You can't take the kills out of a slasher movie.
What I mean is if the kills weren't as inventive. If it was another, I can't think of another slasher movie where the kills are just kind of like if it was a very bland thing where it's just some guy with a knife stabbing people, it would have dropped this down. But the killer, his look, and the actual kills drag it up a bit for me. I'm going to go 2.5. Bob?
I think you got to go higher than that just for the hotel clerk. But what do you want from me?
That scene is really cool.
Yeah.
And I give it credit because it seems like it shouldn't even be in this movie.
No.
It seems like it's out of left field.
It's the comic relief.
Yeah.
It's not even just the comic relief. I can imagine people in 1981 at the theater just kind of being like, that was weird.
Yeah. Why wouldn't that guy have just gone to check the fucking cabin?
It really seemed like
yeah.
It would have almost made more sense.
It went on so long. He put that phone down, bro. It felt like 4 minutes.
You know what it felt like to me? It felt like in a movie like that, where that would have been a scene where, let's say it was like some well-known comic playing that role. And you're like, oh, it's a cameo by someone at the time who's popular, and then you get that scene, and you're like, well, the Robin Williams scene was fucking great in that, right? But it's just this weird fucking scene, and it is funny.
Yeah,
it is funny watching him for like 3 minutes pretend to fucking go to a cabin.
Yeah,
it's out of left field. I go 2.5 lazy fucking hotel clerks. All right, Bob, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me. I've been looking forward to doing this for a while.
Yeah, you're a friend, you're a listener, you're a Pint Insider, you're the best. What do you give 1981's The Prowler on a scale of lazy fucking hotel clerks?
So this movie, I remember watching the Tom Savini Scream Greats, and they had a scene from this movie, and I always was like, what the fuck is that? I never had heard of this movie. And I couldn't find it anywhere in any video store to watch it. And there was a video store I used to always go to. She called and said, "Hey, I got a movie here you're going to probably want to see." And I went there, and it was The Prowler. And I was excited. Brought it home, put it in, and it was everything I was hoping it would be. Back then, I thought it was amazing. Today, I think it's probably one of the most underrated slasher movies. I think deserves to be up there with the Friday the 13th, the Elm Streets, the Michael Myers movies. I honestly will put it probably above them for me, because this movie still sits with me to this day.
Right.
There is some pacing in it. It is really slow. Like the Major Chatham stuff. I don't know why the fuck's that's in it. But it is funny. The thing is it's the thing I go back to, or I'll say, with what Vinegar Syndrome does. They have movies that they put out that make you remember shit for goofy stuff or for the gore or This has got a lot of different things in here. It's got stupid, goofy things I still laugh at, and it's got the gore, and it's got the coolest fucking slasher outfit. I'm actually gonna be a mark and go 4.5 lazy hotel clerks.
Man, well, fucking somebody had to pull your goddamn score up, John.
Yeah, well, hey, it's not averages here. It's
No,
all
we're gonna go with an average on this one.
it's all individual. All right.
This is a movie I could watch over, again. I hold it in that high of a regard.
Sounds like you're gonna watch it when you go home.
I might.
Yeah.
I just might, yeah.
Hey, better than jerking off someone's window.
Says you.
Or I might watch it while jerking off in front of my window.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's remember, we learned it earlier. Chlorine kills cum, right?
Yeah,
so,
true.
All right. So this has been Scary Larry's House of Horrors Season 3, The Losers List, Episode 2. I don't know which one we're going to do next, so I won't throw it out there.
But this is the only slasher of the bunch.
This is the only slasher of the bunch. We got some interesting.
I knew I had
films
to pick a slasher. That was
Yeah.
one of the things when I was picking from the losers and I had to pick 5. I was like, I gotta put a slasher in here. And I looked through the list and I was like, oh, fucking easy. There was a few to pick from.
Yeah.
But Prowler was an easy fucking choice.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah. Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, Bob jumped right on that when I told him. He's like, I got to do the Prowler. So, absolutely. So, again, if you're listening to this, don't forget to check out The Pint every single week. Every podcatcher out there, Apple, I don't know what they all are, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. That's where I listen to mine. There's one called Good Pods. Just go subscribe, follow us. New episodes every single week. If you want, if you feel like you want to go do this, Patreon/The Pint. Just click on that and check it out. Several episodes a month that the regular folk out there don't get. And there's some good stuff.
There is a lot of great stuff on there.
Thank you, man. We actually have, if you're a fan of these episodes, Scary Larry's House of Horrors, we have its own thing on that one called Scary Larry's House of Horrors Classics. So far, we talked about The Lost Boys. We did Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead. We'll be doing Phantasm soon. We'll be doing The Exorcist, and we'll be doing the Amityville Horror. That's all happening as well. So check us out there at Facebook. It's The Pint Podcast. If you go to Instagram and Twitter, it's at The Pint Podcast. That's all I got to say. So until next time, Larry.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
We are leaving!
Are you ready to be scared to death? You joined us for Scary Larry's House of Universal Horrors. Now prepare yourself for Scary Larry's Pint of Horrors.
And don't forget, as always, these guys swear like fucking sailors.
Fuck yeah, we do.
Hello.
10 seconds.
You've reached. Well, you know what? You thought you came for Pint of Comics, but you ended up in the wrong area. You're at Scary Larry's Pint o' Horrors. That's right. Episode number 2 of this little series we're doing with Scary Larry Dwyer, Scary Larry, Sir John, Manster,
Yep.
Ganache.
With no voice today.
No voice. That's okay.
We're so excited.
We're not drinking tonight, which we don't drink every time, or maybe some of us do, some of us don't. But tonight is coffee, tea, and of course, Larry. Larry? You're like, you got a signature drink. What is your signature drink?
That'd be a Shirley Temple.
Oh, well, not at the bar.
Oh, that's right. We call that a Roy Rogers. My fault. It's a Coke Zero. I'm a Coke Zero guy. Usually caffeine free, but tonight I needed the caffeine. So
do you like? Because I stopped drinking soda a couple years ago. I do love Coca-Cola.
It's been 2 years.
2 years.
That's impressive.
No soda at all.
Congratulations, man.
yeah, that's good.
And I've lost no weight. But hey, you know what? It's still I still managed to do that. Do you find that does that taste to you like regular Coke or no?
Yeah, much more than Diet Coke.
Because Diet Coke tastes like nuclear waste.
It doesn't taste anything like Coke, but Coke Zero I feel like does.
Yeah.
However, like I said, I usually drink the caffeine free, which everybody at work is like, "What's the fucking point then? Like, what are you doing? Why don't you just have a fucking glass of water? You've got like brown chemicals. That's a glass of brown liquid chemicals." I'm like, yeah, basically. But
It's hard to find these days, though.
what, the caffeine free?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's a shop right near me, and every week they usually have one. It's like they know I'm coming. They put out the 12-pack of cans that they have, and I snag it up and I just leave it. It's in the trunk of my fucking car. I just leave it in there.
Just leave it in there for
I'll put 3 in the fridge at work, and every week somebody steals one, and I'm like, let me find the one motherfucker in here with the can of caffeine-free Coke Zero, because I know you didn't get it anywhere else. I will fucking beat you to death within an inch of your... Well, to death is...
Yeah.
I will beat you to death within an inch of your life.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It's an option. Which one do you want?
That's a good choice. I'll let them choose.
It's been a long week.
It has been.
We're gonna make some
blunders.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So on the first episode of the Pint of Horrors, we talked all about, and again, if you want to get involved in this, Larry gave us a list of 20 horror movies. We rolled dice. We picked 4 out. Each one of us rolls a dice, and then we let you folks on Twitter pick, and also go to Larry's website, www.connecticutcultclassics.com. Go to Scary Larry's voting page, and you get to pick. So on the first episode, you guys picked The Day of the Dead, which we talked about, and this one, we had 4 choices. What were the 4 choices we had this time? We had Ichi the Killer.
Yep.
Came up. We had
American Mary,
which John was really afraid of coming up because he hates that movie.
Almost wore an American Mary shirt tonight.
Were you going to wear it?
Just for John.
We had Funhouse.
Sisters.
Funhouse, right?
Funhouse, Tobe Hooper.
And then the one that actually won out the popular vote, Larry, what movie was that?
That is Maniac, 1980, 81, 80.
Released in 81, but it's considered 80 because it came out in other markets in 80.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's in 80, 81.
Yep.
Oh, it feels like it.
It certainly
It
does.
feels like 70s.
It was the late great Joe Spinell.
Joe Spinell. So as we are wont to do, where has this movie come to you? Like, where did you get involved? Like, first time you saw this movie, is this a favorite, or is this something you wanted to revisit?
No, this is a favorite. It was shown to me. You know what? I learned about this one in Fangoria, like way back in the VHS days, and went and seeked it out. Me and my buddy Chris, we were the horror guys. Me and my friend Chris, when we were teenagers. His bedroom was just covered with pages of fucking Fangoria magazine. Nice. We would sit there and just all night long watch fucking horror movies. So this was one that we picked up from our local Channel 1 video in Bridgeport and plugged it in, and I've been in love ever since. It's really a love letter to serial killers.
It is not your typical 80s slasher movie at all.
It's far from typical slasher film.
And I wonder, people must have thought that's what it was going to see it.
I'm sure.
And they must have been really surprised, I think.
I got to be honest, from just seeing the poster throughout the course of the years, I'm familiar with the poster.
It's a very significant look to that poster. I mean, you can't miss it, really.
No, it's the torso and legs of a well-endowed gentleman in tight jeans holding a giant knife and then holding a scalp or a head in the other hand, and it's bloody and it says Maniac, and then it just says the tagline is what I told you not to come out tonight, or
something like that.
Something along those lines. And it's very... So for me, every time I
warned you
not to come out.
Yeah.
Every time I'd see this poster, and I saw that there's a remake. We'll talk about that later. There's a remake that came out about 6 or 7 years ago.
I almost watched that, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
Though.
You should.
Why?
It's solid.
It's actually pretty good.
Because I'm like, I know this movie was older. Why am I looking at this
Elijah
thing?
Wood in it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
he must have been like 3.
This is before Back to the Future 2, where he's playing Duck Hunt with Marty McFly in the bar there, in the cafe.
Oh fuck,
that's him. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep. I think that might be one of his first appearances. So
the first thing I saw him in was The Good Son.
The Good Son
I think that was the first thing I was-
with Macaulay Culkin, where
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin plays that scummy little dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Basically the bad seed.
The
but
bad
with
seed.
Macaulay
Yeah.
Culkin.
So the imagery of this poster to me, and then the little bit I had seen of trailers and stuff, seemed to me to be like this movie looks hardcore. You know what I mean? Like
like almost like a snuff film.
like a snuff film. Like
Someone on the Twitters who did the voting, on the website, said that I haven't seen any of these movies, but I voted for this one based on the poster.
Yeah.
And that's you
does that
guys go
say?
back. You guys go back as far as I do. My first job was at a video store in Bridgeport, Channel 1 that I mentioned, and when you went to the video store, especially for horror, you haven't heard of a lot of these films. How did you choose them? You chose them by the VHS cover.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was a solid VHS cover. So
I remember that being on the shelf. I remember many of the places I went to had the poster hanging on the wall too, because it's a very evocative poster.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's something that you can't say about a lot of the movie posters these days.
No, it definitely. Yes. Fuck that window. I knew something was open in here.
Wow.
Yeah, double
Fuck
check.
that window!
Wow.
I knew I heard like fucking more noise than normal.
Get in there.
God, fuck that window.
Yeah, fuck them all.
You know what? Hold on.
Fuck these windows!
John got real mad about the windows.
Because I'm hearing all the noise. I'm like, it doesn't sound that loud normally.
Now, did you all see this movie before? I know Larry did.
I had never. I saw the remake.
You never saw.
I saw the remake.
Original. And John?
I'm not certain. I feel like I've seen it before. I just don't recall. And
Maybe you lived it.
yeah.
I hope not. Holy shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So, did any of you, besides Larry, because I know Larry did, see the original of this movie before now?
I had never. I'd seen the remake though.
With Elijah
Wood.
Yeah.
I think we brought that up, right?
Well, no, we're redoing that.
No, did we bring
Yeah.
that?
Oh, you fucked that up.
Because the window.
So,
the window was open.
so go ahead.
This is the window
Do that again.
We're doing it again?
One more time. One more time.
I'm my time dilation is way the fuck off. So.
All right.
All right, Colonel Weird. So, have any of you, besides Larry, seen the movie before preparing for this show?
No, just the remake, John.
Fuck you. I'm not sure.
That's an inside
to
joke.
this
None of
day,
you
I'm
will
not
get
even.
it.
Yeah, no one's.
Yeah, no one's gonna get that because this is the third time we've answered the same question.
Cut.
I really don't know. I think I did see it at least once back when videotapes were the thing.
Yep.
But I don't recall. I've seen so many stupid movies.
This is of the ilk of a certain type.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the type of movie that I remember. I remember when I was a kid going over my grandfather's house for weekends, and I remember he used to always watch like those like late night Channel 5 horror host shows, and they always seemed to be like, it wasn't necessarily like monster movies, it was more like slasher.
Yeah.
And this is like the definition of this is not even a slasher movie. This is a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like fucking deranged.
The first time I saw this was about a year ago. Do you remember AMC had a series on? I think it was around October. It was like
Walking Dead.
once a week. No, it was Eli Roth. His introduction to horror, they would do vampires one week, slashers, and this was brought up in that, and I said, I got to go watch that because I had never seen it before either. I think it was Stephen King actually brought it up.
Really?
Sounds right. Sounds about right.
This movie is Larry. When you rented this movie as a kid with your buddy Chris, when you grabbed the videotape, the actual tape itself to bring to the counter to rent, was there a thick layer of slime on this?
Did you have to wash after?
Yeah.
There was not. Amazingly enough, it looks like it should be dirty and slick.
If watching the movie makes you feel like you need to take a shower when you're done.
It does, but I will say this:
a lot of those
watching the movie made me feel like Joe Spinell had to take a shower.
A lot of those movies from that period had that weird, dirty look to it.
Yeah.
And it's the 70s where everything was filthy anyway.
Especially New York.
Yeah, exactly.
You watch Basket Case, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You watch Taxi Driver,
Yeah.
it's the same fucking. You got Times Square full of the fucking porn shops.
Yep.
Before
1970s New York.
Yeah.
Is as
it's trashy.
It's not just trashy. It's a character in New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
And not New York's a character, anyways. But 1970s New York, Times Square in particular, where it's just like everything goes, anything goes.
I remember the first time my parents took me to New York. It was still like that, and my mother covering my eyes, walking me down the street because every other fucking store is a fucking porn shop.
Yeah,
Not like that now.
No, God, no. Now it's a fucking tourist
commercial.
Most of the areas that you saw in Maniac were on 42nd Street. They're gone.
Yeah,
the whole area has just been blown out for Times Square.
Yeah.
That shit's all gone now.
They had to scrub it. They had to take it all away and scrub it.
Which one cleaned up New York like that? It was his goal, the mayor.
Wasn't it Giuliani? I thought it was Giuliani.
Giuliani, right? I think so.
Yeah.
That seems a little late, though. No, Giuliani. What year did he
Ed
come
Koch.
Maybe it was Koch.
It was Koch.
Was it?
Mayor Koch.
Mayor Koch. Judge, as he was on People's Court, Judge Koch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
One of them fucked it all up.
Some New Yorker is gonna, you fucking guys.
You guys.
Can't remember shit.
It was fucking David Dinkins, you assholes. So, Larry, since this is the Scary Larry's Planet of Horrors, why don't you just give us the broad spectrum of what this movie is about?
It's about a serial killer. It's a fucking case study. It's exactly what it is. It's a study. It's not your typical slasher. It's not the guy hiding, in the fucking closet. This is Mike Simonetta, as you know from Cult Classics. He described it as the first movie to take you through all of the how did he put it? The phases of a serial killer.
Okay.
From the withdrawing from reality to the trolling the women, wooing, capturing, murdering, taking souvenirs, and the whole depression, guilt end of usually that's the end of the cycle.
Yeah, they're really serious mommy issues.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. That's you read about serial killers, and most of them had mother issues. Henry Lee Lucas's mother used to not only beat him but turn tricks in front of him, make him watch.
Yeah,
almost all of them had severe mother issues.
Just couldn't turn into Rorschach.
This was an idea. This movie was an idea of Lustig's, but just basically he wanted to do a movie about a killer, but it came up to him. They were talking about Jaws, him and a friend, and they were like, "Oh, what if we did something like a guy was a killer on land like Jaws is." And then he met Joe Spinell, and Spinell's like, "Well, let's fucking take it a whole other level, and let's do," because I guess he was really into serial killers, and he's like, "Let's make a movie about how an actual serial killer thinks and works," and that's kind of what they did here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he did a lot of research because I think it was really well written, and the psychological aspects. I was reading a little too about. He gets into that rocking back and forth motion after the kills, and it's comforting to him, and that's indicative of some serious abnormal psychology.
Talking to the women, telling them, calling her mommy. She called a few of them mommy.
This movie's fucking weird.
It's very trippy.
Yeah.
Beauty has to be punished or something.
This. So okay,
it's a very uncomfortable film.
Yes,
from start to finish.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you mentioned this, and maybe it was just me thinking this, but you said the thing about Jaws, the first scene it's like a tribute to Jaws, except instead of a great white shark,
it's murder.
Well, no, except for a great white shark, it's just it's a heavy-set Italian guy, murdering somebody, and then I guess you're supposed to infer whether or not that's a dream.
Yeah, that's
it's not.
It's not.
I did read that he wakes from a nightmare.
Where did you infer that?
But you do see.
Well, he wakes up during that scene.
Yeah, I know.
Right, but you do see a couple shots later that he's reading the paper and it says Maniac slaughters two.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Don't you see the girl's hair somewhere in his collection too? Because if you look, it's all there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never for a second thought that was a dream.
Yeah. No, he's having a nightmare again. Right. He's going through the guilt phase. He's having a nightmare about what he did because he doesn't
not to go out.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't really want to do all this. His mother, quote, is making him do this.
Right.
Not like Jason, but
yeah. Well, and this is probably an early example too of a movie. A lot of these slashers, like let's just say Halloween, for example. The protagonist of that is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
And then Friday the 13th, it's Adrian King, and this is the protagonist is the fucking guy.
He's the killer. Yeah.
You're following the guy. So like you said, Michael Myers, again, he's a blank slate, but he kills somebody and then just moves to the next scene. You never see any sort of emotion or anything.
Right. And you honestly, in the first movie, you don't really see him kill a lot of people.
Right.
They're already dead by the time you get to the scene. So
this movie's chock full. Chock full. There's enough killing in this movie to cover
and some very bloody scenes too. I was pretty impressed with some of those.
Well, that was Savini.
Tom Savini.
His first. That was the first one of his early films.
Billed as a disco boy.
Disco. Yeah. Do you have the cast in?
I do.
Of this one. Let's go over the cast real quick.
Dick on this one too.
No pistol dick in this one. But he was cast as Disco Boy.
Disco Boy.
All right, so
is that really his fucking name in the credits?
In the credits, it's Disco Boy and, the girl he's trying to pork is Disco Girl.
Yeah, fucking good for them.
Yeah. Well, you got to call him something. You can't just be
before you go through the cast, since you already brought it up, can we talk about that effect when fucking Spinell shoots him in the fucking head?
Oh yeah,
with the fucking shotgun.
It was a head full of meat.
It was whatever it was. It was one of the. It had to be like one of the goriest fucking scenes ever. At that point.
I was reading about that, and it said that the head is the same exact head used in Dawn of the Dead that Savini uses during the scene, the exploded head.
Yep.
He kept it originally in Dawn of the Dead. And it was filmed, I guess. The original ending of Dawn of the Dead was instead of getting away, the girl Galen Ross and the guy, who was it?
Flyboy. No, Flyboy's dead.
Ken Forey. We're going to kill themselves because they weren't going to be able to get away. And in the original version of Dawn of the Dead, the way she was going to kill herself was she was going to walk, and this is crazy, but she was going to walk into the helicopter blades and let it hit her in the head. And her head was going to explode.
Yeah.
They changed the ending because they wanted to be a little bit more hopeful. So they changed the ending, but they wanted to use that effect. So early in the movie, there's the exploding head scene.
Right.
Savini still had that. So he used that that's the same exact like model and or dummy. And he just reloaded it with more meat and shit.
Yeah.
But if you read about that,
it looked real.
He uses a real gun.
Oh yeah,
he uses a
real
gun.
The story about the gun.
He has a lot of this movie, like we talked about Mad Max with Gary a while ago, was filmed very similarly, guerrilla style, where they got in and out to do stuff. And to do this effect, Savini used a real shotgun.
Yep.
And they actually had a friend of Savini's with a pickup truck. As soon as the scene was filmed and ended, he threw it in the back of the pickup truck. The guy took off. So if the cops showed up, they could just say, "Oh, we're filming a movie." But he used live ammo.
Had a sound effect or something.
And I think if I'm correct, maybe you can verify this or not, or if you read it, it's actually Savini Savini's the one. Yeah, it actually was, because it said he felt funny shooting himself in the head.
Yeah,
that scene is not Spinell on the hood. It's Savini shooting the dummy of himself.
Yeah, because he had just unloaded. Excuse me. He just unloaded the gun and then ditched it.
Correct.
So it was him shooting
it.
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, that was an all-time great, like very memorable. I remember the first time I think I ever really paid attention to this movie other than the poster was on one of the shows, like Lloyd was saying, years ago. They did a show on like A&E or something where it was like the top 50 scariest scenes in horror movies.
Yeah.
And that scene, the shotgun scene
up on the
was in that. And I just always remember that. Yeah. Or most memorable or whatever it was.
Definitely, yeah. It's certainly memorable.
Yeah, you're right. It's not really scary necessarily.
For sure.
All right, so who do we have?
There are definitely scarier scenes in this movie.
Oh, no, there are.
Back up a little. So Maniac came out, I think we already said, January of 81, directed by William Lustig.
Yep.
Right, who is the nephew of, anybody know?
No.
I don't know.
Jake LaMotta.
Shut up.
Really?
Raging Bull.
Hey.
He also plays the hotel manager, the fat guy with the tank top. That's William Lustig.
Staying for the continental breakfast.
He looked like he actually ran a hotel. Like, when I read that was him, I'm like, wow, he looks like a real piece of work.
Greasy.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, and story by Joe Spinell.
Yeah.
And there's one other credit. I didn't write the other name down.
Joe Spinell was the story and screenplay, and he split the screenplay with a guy named C.A. Rosenberg.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so the cast is Joe Spinell as Frank Zito, the serial killer.
Yeah.
He died in 1989.
Did you read how he died?
I did, but I don't remember.
Absolutely insane. So Joe Spinell, which right off the bat, like I wanted to bring this up because not having ever seen this movie, I could not believe this was Gazzo from Rocky.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And he was also in The Godfather.
The Godfather.
Willie Chichi. So here's a guy. Taxi Driver. He was one of the, I guess, in one scene, the Taxi Driver.
Yep.
In 1989, at 59 years old, he was born a hemophiliac. He was taking a shower and the glass door broke and cut himself.
Yeah, I have heard the story.
He cut himself and they found him dead. The thing that's crazy is they found him dead in the same fashion that he's found at the spoilers at the end of this movie. They said he was bled out on his bed. And they said nobody ever knew whether he passed out or if he thought it wasn't so bad and he went to go take a nap, but he bled out completely. That's crazy. And the other thing that's crazy,
did he have any mannequins in his room?
No mannequins, nothing, no scalps. The other thing that's crazy about this whole thing to me is, and we've kind of talked about this a few times, is he was 59 when he died. He was 43 when they made this movie. He looks older than 43. He looks a lot older.
Yeah,
I would have put him in his 50s.
He's a very
well, it's the hair,
worn-looking
the pock
gentleman.
marks.
Yeah, the pock marks.
The thin layer of sweat / grease that's constantly on him. Yeah, and the noises he makes.
The moans and groans and grunts.
God, it's so disturbing.
It is. What else you got, Lloyd?
All right, so now we got Carolyn Monroe as Anna.
Yes, sir.
Who is a great
She's the photographer.
B-movie scream queen.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Anti-nudity.
The Hammer films.
She would not do nudity.
She wouldn't do nudity?
Nope. Beautiful woman.
She was good looking.
Oh my God, she was just
I have a few things to say about her when we get to the story.
Okay.
Then you have Gail Lawrence as Rita, the model.
Rita.
Poor
Rita.
Do you have the interesting part about Gail Lawrence, though?
Well, she was a 70s porn star.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sure was.
That's right. She was Abigail Clayton.
Yeah, Abigail
and
Clayton.
she made a bunch of porn movies in the 70s, and actually after she made this, she basically stopped doing porn, but she also didn't do much more in the real world either.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's hard to break from porn into the regular.
Yeah, especially
industry.
70s porn.
Yeah. Back then it was real tough. Now it's a little easier.
She was one of the first, though.
Now they go back and forth.
Who broke out and did an actual film.
Yeah.
She was one of the first, and then was Tracy Lord.
Much later.
Then you got Tom Savini, who we talked about a bit.
Disco
Boy. He does a lot of things. Special effects, makeup, film director,
penis dicks,
artist.
What did I just say?
Penis guns.
Penis guns. Sorry.
Yeah. You said penis dick?
He said penis dick.
Penis dick.
That's cool.
So what did he work on?
That's my porn name.
Penis dick. That's a great name.
Make it Dick Penis.
It's not
that makes more
redundant
sense.
at all.
No, I like it backwards.
He worked on a lot of Romero films.
Who, Tom?
Tom Savini,
Yeah, couple.
including Martin,
Just a couple,
Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead,
Night Riders.
Yep.
I think Friday the 13th.
Directed the Night of the Living Dead
nice
remake.
guy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Depends on when you catch him.
True. I have seen.
I've seen him very dickish to people.
I have as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I've also seen him sweet.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yep.
He's a normal dude.
Yeah.
So he just doesn't hide his emotions.
And I'm okay with that.
He was. I don't know if we brought this up on the Day of the Dead episode, so it might be redundant, but he was a Vietnam combat photographer.
He was.
So that's where he got a lot of his interest in the special effects realm, or a lot of his inspiration was seeing some of the shit he saw. Yeah.
That just makes Tropic Thunder even more interesting.
And every year we'll still pose on Instagram for a shirtless picture, even though he's like 70 years old.
Yeah, well, he's still in pretty good shape, right?
A lot better fucking shape than I am.
I got two more. All I know is the names. I don't know anything about them. So Kelly Piper as the nurse, the unfortunate nurse who refused to take a ride.
She passed away in real life about 10 years ago.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, didn't say of what, but I looked her up. Died about 10 years ago. Yeah. And yeah, she really should have taken that fucking ride.
There's a serial killer loose, and you don't take a ride.
You're in New York City at like 1 in the morning.
We'll get to that, but I have a problem with that scene.
There's a lot of problems I have with that scene.
Yeah.
But
And then I got Rita Montone as the unfortunate hooker.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first one.
I have problems with that scene as
well. You know, here's my
which one?
Here's my main problem. Here's my main problem with the hooker scene.
Okay.
So
let's go. Yeah, we might as well just go right
Let's dive right into it.
The length of it.
So not just that.
I swear to God, I get 2 minutes in and I'm like, does this thing fucking ever end?
What
is going on?
Frank Zito wakes up from his nightmare, remembering his stuff. He goes out trolling for women, and he comes across a couple of New York's finest.
But the thing is,
we call them ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night. Right?
If he's trolling for him, he wasn't trolling very hard because she got him.
He didn't have to.
Yeah, she pulled him right.
But she had to pay her. She said, "I need one more job for my rent.
Right.
$100.
$100 for my rent.
The works.
The ultimate.
So she tells him
The ultimate.
What do you got? How much?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. So the ultimate is $100, right?
Whatever that is.
Then the guy charges him
25 for the room.
35 after tax.
Plus $5, yeah.
An extra $5
if you want
for
the TV.
color TV.
That's
Why
right.
the fuck did he pay for the color TV?
He did opt for it.
He did opt for it.
He sure did.
I almost
Well, he
wonder.
said, I got a lot of money.
Yeah, I almost wonder if he was trying to seem normal, but like when he did say yes to that, I'm like, oh, is he going to actually have a nice time with her and then watch something on HBO and then kill her?
$5 extra for color TV.
I thought maybe he'd turn the TV on just for noise cover, you know.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have mattered in color anyway. You could have just the black and white noise is the same as the color noise.
Color TV sounds so much better.
So here's my one issue with that scene, and it's not so much an issue with the scene. It's just I give her a lot of credit. So here's this, this Times Square $100 hooker for around the world, which you assume is going to be a lot of stuff. But my God, man, she has no problem with kissing on the mouth.
Oh,
well,
See,
she said that.
all right, we have the same problem, but my problem is with him kissing her on the mouth.
Yeah,
well, he's a fucking hooker.
Well,
you don't.
He's fucking Joe Spinell.
1970s New York,
that doesn't
man.
matter. That doesn't matter.
You know where that mouth has been?
You don't kiss a fucking hooker.
Yeah.
Well, the thing she brought it up in the price differential there. It was like if you want kissing, it costs you an extra 10 or whatever the hell it was.
Do you remember Vince Shlomi?
Vince Shlomi, no.
Do you remember Vince Shlomi? The fucking pitch man with the fucking the slap chop.
Slap chop.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Remember that guy? That was his fucking. That was one of his catchphrases because he was chopping nuts in the fire. You're gonna love my nuts.
Wow.
That guy kissed a hooker and she bit part of his fucking tongue off.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what happens. You don't kiss a fucking hooker.
Or it's either that, or you get bitten on the back by one.
Yeah.
One John.
Yeah. I was watching this movie and my wife was watching.
Mark Albert.
Yeah, really.
I forgot about that.
3 points. Ooh. Yes. I'm gonna take a bite out of your spine like it's an apple. Yes. And I'm gonna wear some lady's underwear. Kick me in the balls and call me Sally. Alonzo Mourning for 3 points. Come on my face.
Here comes Penny Hardaway. Yes,
Maniac, man.
So we're watching the movie, and I said to Lindsay, I said I'm impressed with the quality of Times Square hookers because she's
you know what she reminded me of?
She was attractive.
Remember the chick that used to sing live with Meatloaf? That's what she.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she was always wearing like the tight white fucking leotard. Like,
okay, so you want to hear a funny story about her?
About the
lady
Meatloaf?
with the Meatloaf lady.
Oh shit,
the Meatloaf lady.
So I was on YouTube. One of the Paradise by the Dashboard Light came on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that's not the same woman in the video that sang the song. The one that sang the song was on Night Court for a while.
Right, exactly.
So I looked her up, and she was the one who did everything with him live.
Carolyn Monroe.
No, she was married to she was married to in real life, and she's still married to him. Do you remember Robbie Benson?
Oh yeah,
I remember
Robbie Benson is that woman's husband,
Mr. Murray.
and since the 80s, yeah.
Well, holy shit.
Yeah, so there you go, little trivia for you. So yeah,
Carolyn Monroe did do a video with Meatloaf, by the way.
Carolyn Monroe did.
Yeah, from this movie. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know which one?
I don't remember. It wasn't Paradise.
It's a bat out of hell.
I don't remember. Not that.
No, I think it was later.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, it's not that either.
I would do anything for love.
Nope.
Fuck it then, Lloyd. I don't
Won't
care.
do that. Yeah, they're all after that. There's nothing.
No, it's really about a dildo.
See, if Lou was here, he could look it up for us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, where's Lou?
Yeah,
Lou's
Oh,
not
that's
here.
right. He doesn't like me. I forgot.
Engineer.
If you were Andrew Morgan, he'd be here.
I know. I'm glad we got that on fucking tape.
So
where were we? Oh, the hooker scene.
You
You don't kiss a hooker.
And the thing, you think you don't kiss a hooker, but you also think that like you just paid all this money for a hooker. You think you'd be able to like control your rage long enough to at least get a bang out of her? No,
I don't think he was there for that.
No, he wasn't. But I'm saying you already paid for it. You might as
He's
well.
ever banged anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever banged.
It's not about the bang.
I agree with that.
Not about the bang.
Yeah.
Model for me.
Did you notice her face changed in the scene?
Well, she
Changed to what?
He strangled her to death.
Yeah.
While he's strangling her,
She's a little blue.
they do a close up twice of the face,
one of them.
and it completely is not the hooker.
Oh, you think it's a different woman?
Did you guys? None of you notice this?
No, they did because he was. It was multiple times. It was his mother.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
at the time you're watching it, you don't know it's his mother. You don't realize that till
I
later.
did. I did because I saw the remake, and I knew that
right.
at that point. You're right. I probably wouldn't have gotten it if I didn't. In the remake, the driving force is his mother again.
No, when I first watched this movie and I saw the face change, I'm like, what the hell?
The movie does an interesting slow build to give you little hints and ideas
absolutely.
of what's driving this guy,
Yeah.
and it's very subtle. No, maybe not subtle, but it's definitely subversive in a certain way.
It takes its time because like
it takes a long time
between the
before
little things you see that he's doing and then the things he's saying, like
Right.
go in the closet,
much
go in the
later.
closet. You start to put it together that like he was abused or she was a prostitute doing tricks in front of him.
Yeah.
There's something going on.
After the first murder, I thought when he's talking to himself that he's talking to somebody else in the room. I'm watching the thing. I'm like, are there two guys here, or am I just fucking tired?
Right.
I mean,
And he talks in the mirror at himself.
yeah. I told you not to go out.
But you're right. It builds throughout the movie, and it gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah, and you get more and more information as you go.
Yeah.
So
and then as you go, it's
interesting. It's different.
He kills her. He does now.
The strangest strangulation scene I've ever seen, because he's pushing her into the bed and she's like, "What are you doing?"
I know. How can she still talk?
Yeah, she's kind of just screaming alternately and choking.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm like almost coaching him. I'm like, squeeze harder, right?
He was for a
get
big
her off
dude.
the bed. You're just pushing into the cushions.
For a big dude, he was not doing very good at strangling her.
And how the hell did he get out of there with a bloody scalp? Past the,
I don't think they were really.
I don't think.
Yeah,
no
one really looks.
I don't think William Lustig's.
Did you like the color TV?
How was the turn down service?
You're gonna join us for the continental breakfast.
So I was serious about that breakfast. So okay, thank you very much.
It's a continental breakfast.
The color TV was wonderful.
We put mints on the pillow.
Color TV was wonderful, and I wanted to let you know that there's a body in the fucking laundry chute. You'll find that later.
Minus a scalp.
Yeah, minus a scalp, big time. And that was some good gore too when they show him actually scalping these women, you know, and kind of tearing their fucking.
That's an old Savini trick. He put that in his book.
One,
he would run a small tube up the side of the blade, and the actor would just squeeze.
Oh, so like a plug.
And the blood
to a very good effect.
And the blade would make a line because it's
Yeah.
just going across. Obviously, it's not sharp, but it always looked really good.
Yeah,
It's a great effect.
So he goes home. He talks to himself. He takes. I love this part. He takes the scalp. He puts it on top of a mannequin.
He nails it
and
on.
he nails it on with a hammer.
I love that.
But with a tack.
With a thumbtack.
With a thumbtack. Like,
why do you make me do this?
Oh, God.
So, and then the other thing, here's a little detail that I actually liked a lot in the movie, and they left it open to interpretation. But did you notice he had one of those on his wall? He had one of those valet key things.
Yeah.
And you got to wonder if it's like everybody he's killing, he's just keeping their keys because serial killers keep all their shit. Yeah, it's full of keys. They never mention it, but it's right by his door.
Yeah, that's
on the back of the door. He's got like a half a mannequin.
You know what it made me wonder? It made me wonder if he was like maybe like the fucking super for the building or something. Because how the fuck did this guy get money? He obviously had money.
A lot.
He had money. You never saw what he did. That always made me think maybe he was like the building.
Well, he called himself a painter, right? Abstract painter.
Yeah, he was just trying to be artsy for Carolyn Monroe.
I'm Frank Zito.
He had to have enough money to take her to Clam Casino.
Yeah, Clam's Casino.
That scene, we'll get to that in a minute.
You want to go out tonight?
Did you want to go there when he fucking did the taxi driver impersonation?
Yeah, that was.
I was like, that's kind of funny, especially when people realize he was in Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
You talking to me? I was like, look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking to me?
So he ends up he kills the hooker, then he kills Disco Boy and Disco Girl, which I have got to imagine that scene was completely inspired by Berkowitz there, the son of Sam. That was like right around the same time.
Out there?
It absolutely was.
Or Zodiac, because Zodiac Killer did the same thing.
Right.
He killed a lot of boyfriend, girlfriends in cars.
And that scene, I don't think that the scene necessarily.
It was a nice view of the Verrazano, though.
The Verrazano looked very pretty. And Disco Boy brings all his girls there.
Well, that was hey, you want to meet me someplace? Where? In the back seat.
In the back seat.
Look at you, Savini.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit. What a scumbag.
We're going to change the name of this movie.
It.
We're going to change the name of this movie to Tom Savini Gets Puss.
I don't think he got any.
No, he
didn't quite get there.
No. He didn't get
She
there.
started to freak out because someone was staring in the window.
I can't blame her.
Spinell's fucking creepy head was bouncing up and down in the fucking window.
If I saw that fucking...
the guy is so stupid. He's like, there's nobody there.
No one there.
Just take your shirt off.
And she's like, Gazzo from Rockies out there.
It's really Greasy Wario. It's a me.
That's so right. He's Greasy Wario.
It's a me, a Greasy Wario.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna murder the shit out of you.
That's the new Mario game. Frank Zito versus Mario.
that scene necessarily, like you said before, it's memorable. It might not be scary, but I will say in that bit, the one part that was kind of frightening was when he actually turns the lights on and he's just standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Because that would freak anybody out.
Well, yeah, then you get Savini just staring.
But then like, the most impressive part is you got, probably 250 Frank Zito, who looks like an Italian bag of fucking potatoes, jumping like a goddamn leopard,
like a gazelle,
onto the hood of the fucking the classic American muscle, and then fucking blowing Savini's head into and it's gross too because she's like in the corner, like in the back seat, and there's just shit all over it. Like you can see shit on the seat. And
you can see it like just dripping down the back of the fucking seat. Like so good.
Yeah, that was a great effect. Tom Savini is really fucking impressive.
Top head blown like that. Scanners.
Oh yeah. It's
fucking head blown.
It's very good. I when I saw it, I was like, wow, okay, this is really going in a different direction. And then the long drawn out torture of the girl as she's sitting in the car.
Yeah.
And he's just pointing the gun at her.
Yeah, just to eventually blow her away.
Right.
Yeah. You know?
It's got moments.
It's you gotta wonder, is he arguing with himself in his head?
Right.
He shouldn't be doing this?
Well, he knows he's gonna. I mean, it's a winless argument.
But he has those moments after the kill where he's like, why am I doing this? Like, I don't have to do this anymore. And then, but like any other addict or someone with some kind of compulsion, he just, his brain resets after a while and he goes right back to doing it again.
He has to do it again.
That's the cycle.
Now,
he loves him for a second, you know?
I have a question. So we get the scene coming up pretty soon where he meets,
just so creepy.
He meets, what's her name?
Which one?
Carolyn Monroe.
Anna. He meets her in the park.
He doesn't meet her in the park.
Nurse first. Did we talk about the nurse?
Oh, we got to talk about
was
the nurse.
The nurse was before.
Okay.
Nurse is first. All right.
Yep. Nurse was first. So she turns away the ride.
So stupid.
Right. So it's like late at night, right? Like 1 in the morning. They get off. 2 nurses get off their shift.
Yeah.
And then the one nurse's boyfriend comes and
we'll give you a ride.
Offers her a ride.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll take the subway in 1979.
Holy shit! Why wouldn't you take that ride?
Right.
Yeah. Really bad idea.
So she's running around the fucking subway. You see him coming like every fucking.
Before you get to that, this is really good for scenes of New York again, like you were saying earlier. It's just you're looking at old subway, New York subway turnstiles that don't exist anymore.
Right.
I mean, all gone. It's fun to watch because there's just stuff that people are running through that if they were there now, man, people will be caught up in those things.
Oh God! Oh my God!
These are old steel turnstiles. I mean, your full body height things. I mean, anybody that's been in New York and has lived there for a long period of time know what I'm talking about. And she's like throwing coins around trying to get through the fucking
the scene where she's trying to get the coins into the machine to into the turnstile.
Yeah.
All I could think about was John Cusack at the car and then just trying to get in Better Off Dead, just going,
oh yeah.
Keys! When the $2 kid is coming after him, that's all I can think about. She's throwing fucking quarters and pennies.
I know. It's just God, those damn turnstiles. It's just it's something to see too. You get some good shots of,
and you get the shitty New York City subway graffiti.
Oh yeah.
Which I actually had to write down my favorite. Flaco con Maria. That was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that in the bathroom?
That was in the bathroom.
Okay.
Flaco con Maria.
Oh, the bathrooms.
Yeah. So gross.
And I mean, Lloyd, did you notice that like in this scene where she doesn't take the ride, it's not even like shit goes bad like fucking 10 minutes into her walk. As soon as they leave, you realize he's been watching her and it just goes bad immediately for her.
Right away.
Well, she feels it right away.
She knows
too.
right away. Yeah, she feels
she freaks out right away too, which I'm like, all right, so apparently this has happened to you before.
Yeah, right. So there's a major fuck up. Not major. What's the fuck? It's just
the people on the platform?
Yes.
Yes, I noticed that.
So she's all alone on the platform, right? Fucking running from this guy, and she's trying to get into the fucking train. She can't get into the train. The train starts fucking taking off.
It's a shot from inside the train?
Inside the train, and
There's
she's on the
people
platform.
all over the platform.
Like 40 people.
Oh, man, I missed that.
And then it cuts back to the platform, and she's
empty.
alone.
Because
that's the whole guerrilla style
yeah,
filming.
because they had to get the shot.
And
when the fuck are you going to get a shot with a shot of a train with a fucking empty platform?
Right,
there's no empty platforms in New York City.
When that scene happened, and I noticed that, I thought, oh, they're going to show that there's more people here, and she's going to have like a sense of like relief because other people are there, and then they go back and it's empty as shit.
Yeah.
Well, you get that sense of relief just a little later in the bathroom.
I never felt relieved.
I never did, but she did.
She totally did.
For some reason, I don't know.
I'll be honest. Out of all the scenes in this movie, the bathroom scene was the tensest scene for me.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's fun to watch where you think things are going to go and it doesn't, and it draws it out a little further and a little further.
Right.
And you're like, okay, he's going to get her now. He's going to he's going to get her now. He's going to get her now, and then you finally get to that point.
And then he gets her, and what does
they give you? They give you the illusion that she's going to be safe.
Yeah.
And
he just sticks her right through the back
with a fucking bayonet.
A fucking bayonet.
And then he washes it off in the sink.
Oh yeah, with his gloves. Yeah, he's got cotton gloves.
Hold on, the bayonet. That was the scene before that. He was packing up the violin case, right?
Yeah,
the violin case, which he didn't put the bayonet in. By the way,
no, he did not.
But the violin, he's putting everything else and just fucking jamming Cracker
Jacks.
Yeah, Cracker Jacks. That's right. I'm like, yeah, I always eat Cracker Jacks while I'm packing up my fucking suitcase full of weapons.
Yeah, because doesn't he feed a Cracker Jack to one of his little mannequin dolls?
Yeah.
Probably want a cracker.
Yeah,
but you prefer your popcorn butter though.
I do. I prefer butter popcorn. I do like a kettle corn once in a while.
When he starts talking to the mannequins, it goes south real fast.
Yeah, and the thing that's amazing. So the other thing I wanted to bring up now that we talked about the nurse scene is the scene where he meets the photographer in the park. Here's another part I just noticed that was really weird. Was it starts off with the two kids on the swings.
Yeah.
And the one kid says to the other kid, "Hey, you want to go ride bikes?" And the little girl says, "My mom said I can't leave the swings." And he's like, "Oh, screw her, let's go." Like they're little kids. They get on their bikes. They go opposite directions. They're not even bicycling together.
And they drive right by the mother, who doesn't say a word.
The mother never says a word, but these kids are. It's not like
how do you know they don't have walkie-talkies?
I just thought that was. Did you not find that odd? Like, let's go ride our bikes just opposite from each other and not talk to each other at all, and not play together at all.
Right.
Yeah. So she goes and then she runs in.
There's deeper meaning to it,
I guess she runs into Frank, and Frank tells her, be very careful, little girl, and that's where he meets up with what's the character's name?
Anna. But she takes a picture of him from far away.
Right.
They don't meet there.
Right.
Because Anna then turns and starts taking pictures of others.
He sees her bag against the tree and finds her address on the
Right. He pretends to tie his shoe.
Everybody wants to write their fucking address on their purse.
Well, not only that, but when he shows up and it's so creepy. He's like, "I'm Frank
She's like, come right in.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
You took a picture of me in the park.
What beautiful woman alone invites this creepy-looking, greasy Wario into her house?
I don't know,
but you took a picture of me in the park.
I don't know, but I would have gotten laid a lot more if this was like if I grew up in 1970s New York, because
by some really attractive women.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd probably have a cold sore every other day.
As our friend Lou would say, the Reacher settler in their relationship is amazing.
Oh yeah,
she is gorgeous, and he looks like a fucking human fart. Yeah. I mean, he literally looks like I said, he's just
Don't talk about Gazzo like that.
Well,
Rocky will fuck you up.
And it's one of the things about this movie that I'm not fond of the film. I'll say that right off the bat. But there are certain scenes that are really, really good, and any of the scenes that the two of them are in together, man, they are just good together.
And they weren't
fucking creepy. She's fantastic.
Yep. And he's socially good.
That's
what doesn't make sense to me.
I wrote a note down.
He's still goddamn creepy when he's talking to her.
He's creepy, but he's not what you would expect.
I wrote a note down that I don't know if I could really verbalize it. But what I wrote down was like Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah.
Like he is like when he's a serial killer, he's Batman, and then he puts on this other facade that's like near perfect. Like
I'm gonna get you anyway.
When he's pretending to be a normal dude. He's got an air about him. He tries to, I'm an artist and, I'm going to take you to the nice day. But it's like, you almost can't put together the fact that this guy who, when he stalks women, makes the noises, he fucking, he's murdering people left and right. He's talking to mannequins. He's talking to himself. Yet meanwhile, he has enough together to fucking pretend to be a real person long enough.
Yeah. Again, like I said, Spinell did his homework. Think of Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
This dude got through law school. This dude was a very respected guy. Think of John Wayne Gacy.
What do you think I am?
John Wayne Gacy was a very respected guy in his community.
I think we feel that way because
discovered all the rotting
just
corpses
how
under
gross
his
he
fucking
looks.
house.
Yeah, I mean the physicality.
He's not
of
handsome. He's just so gross
I don't even
that you don't expect that.
I don't even want to say that. I want to say that
the Green Army jacket.
I can't get into Ted Bundy's head, obviously, and
you don't want to.
But I don't know if in my head I think Ted Bundy was like, talking to mannequins and maybe like making like grunting noises. When I picture Ted Bundy, I guess I just picture him being a fucked up dude who does things in a normal fashion. And what I mean by this is that Spinell, his character, is so animalistic in some ways, so that when he does actually have these scenes where he is pretending to be something different, it's more impressive to me.
Yeah.
Because from when you watch him the rest of the movie, you're like, there's no way this guy can interact with people.
You have to,
but
you
he
have
can.
to, you have
But
to
he
sensationalize it.
Totally can.
You have to sensationalize it because it's a movie. So they have to make it, more sensational than it would be. But, you do have serial killers who took trophies.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Zodiac Killer would send fucking letters with pieces of fucking flesh.
Yep.
But obviously the guy, you know, existed in society. Still, nobody knows who he was to this day, and that was 1960 fucking 9.
Yeah.
So the dude obviously existed in society as a normal person. Nobody suspected that. So there are some people that can be that fucking twisted when it's that phase of their mentality, but they can, you know, act in society like they're
It's
completely
scarily
normal.
impressive.
Yeah.
It's scarily impressive. And so when he does go to her apartment, he introduced himself as kind of like this artist, and, you know, oh, I would like to take you out. You know, do you have time to go to New Jersey? Well, one of my favorite bits of it was, because I think I misunderstood it. You know, you like Italian food? And he says, and what I heard him say was Clams Casino, other Italian food. So when he says that, I'm thinking, oh, it's got great Clams Casino, other Italian food. And then the next scene, the sign is Clams Casino.
Right. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, they better fucking have good Clams Casino.
Like, wow.
That's the fucking name of the joint.
Wow.
You want to go to Atlantic City?
You want to go to Atlantic City with me and eat at a fucking place named after their best dish? It used to be called Shit on a Shingle, but now it's Clams Casino.
I'm sorry about the strippers, but it's my favorite place.
So he takes her to dinner. She's immediately, right, like enthralled with him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's over the moon.
I would love to see some of your work.
Right.
Do you get this?
No, I don't get it.
You want to see his work? It's a bunch of fucking scalps nailed to a fucking mannequin.
With his
work. The only thing that makes sense in that situation is personality.
Yeah.
So what does she see in his personality?
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
She likes the porn stash.
He took an interest in her art.
Yeah.
He took an interest in her art, and then he opens up to her.
He
opened up to her.
He opened up about his
mother.
mom.
Yeah. And that's where you...
He had a sweet
you're right.
picture of his mom in his pocket to show her.
Then he kills Rita and goes to the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice of him.
Oh, yeah. It's
Well, we're not there yet, though.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the showdown yet.
What showdown?
Going to the showdown. Showdown.
That was the song.
I didn't hear that. I didn't pay attention to that.
Oh, it's the worst song ever. It's worse than the end of First Blood.
But it fits really well into the scene.
Is that when they're doing the photo shoot?
Yeah, when he goes to the photo shoot and the three ladies are up there and the music is playing, and that was a song.
It's called The Showdown?
That's
Going to the Showdown.
It's an old disco song.
Was it more awkward? Yeah. Was it more awkward, John, than the scene in Mad Max where Goose fucks the giant woman man? And she's like singing that disco song.
See, I didn't have a problem with that scene as much as you did.
It was so weird.
It's just a very strange looking woman.
Strange,
man.
giant blonde Chinese David Bowie man thing. It's so weird.
Something right out of Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, really. Don't touch that, Boxy. So he goes to her.
70s.
He goes to her
photo shoot.
Right. And they're what are they being paid? Do you remember, Lloyd?
He says
$100.
$100 an hour.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
An hour.
So
they can get a hotel room at the fucking.
Yeah, right.
$5
with color TV.
That's right.
We'll roll in the RCA
They
for
can get
you.
the ultimate.
$100 you get the ultimate. $35 you get a color TV, and that's tax included.
That is tax included.
And William Lustig.
Don't forget the continental breakfast.
Continental breakfast. Oh, well, you know what? I wanted to mention earlier. So we said that Abigail Clayton, the actress who plays Rita, who's the next victim, was a porn star. William Lustig directed a couple of porn movies under the pseudonym Billy Bag.
That's right.
Billy Bag.
Yeah. Shocker. After taking a look at that guy, real fucking shocker.
Billy Bag.
Yeah, Billy Bag. And as you see in the scene where they show Lustig, there's two kinds of guys that wear.
Go search these out tonight.
There's two kinds of guys that wear tank tops. There's guys that should wear tank tops, and then William Lustig.
Yeah.
You know, the guys that think that they should wear tank tops.
On the front.
And I was gonna say, and their tank tops are always has on these mustard stains.
There's like mustard here. It's like
grease over
how do you got a
there.
fucking mayonnaise stain? That's white, but you can still see it.
It's like still white, but it's just got that outline.
It's just got the outline of the oils.
That's not mayonnaise.
Oh, that's mayonnaise right there.
That's semen.
That's a little bit of a spurt stain. So all right, so we get to the scene with the showdown, and we end up having the wonderful photo shoot. And we were introduced to Abigail Clayton, who, by the way, is pretty cute.
She's very
cute.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that as soon as I read that she was a porn star, I decided to check out.
Did you look about?
She gobbled on a dick. Like you wouldn't believe. She had a giant 1975 dick down her throat.
Right,
and as I'm watching it, I'm going, That's her. Except she's not in a real movie.
She had bush up to her navel too.
I don't think that he did.
He did.
This gentleman had a severe bush. Yeah. If you find it, because I just did a quick internet search, it was like they're like out in the opens, like near a fucking in a cave or something. Yeah, and it's just a giant fucking bush down her throat.
Is it Johnny Wad?
Yeah. Matter of fact, she actually didn't die from him stabbing her in this movie. She died because when they did the autopsy, they found pubic hair lining her entire esophagus, and they said she would have been dead in a week anyway.
Pubic inhalation.
Pubic inhalation. Yeah, from blowing a giant 70s dick.
It's not me.
So what was it? Frank stole her necklace.
Right. Frank opportunistically steals her necklace so that he can this dude somehow
he's bright.
He's so far he's gotten into two women's houses that he should never have gotten into.
No,
how about just the fact that he should have never known where either of them lived?
Yeah,
there's that.
You know what I mean? Like how the fuck? I don't even remember how he found. I remember
how he got hers.
Anna. I remember how he found out where Anna lived, but I don't remember how he found out where Rita lived.
No, I don't think they even said it.
I don't remember.
No.
He just showed up, hey, you dropped
Did he follow her?
I don't know.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, I think he followed.
He might have followed.
I'm trying to remember.
She seemed rightfully creeped out. She seemed
sure.
Yeah, she wanted him out of there.
Anna was just like, "Come on in."
Wasn't she creeped
Check
out
my art
during the photo shoot too? She didn't like him being there.
No, I think she
the guy didn't like him being there. The guy was like, "Hey, cut the chit chat. I'm paying these
right.
I'm paying these whores $100 an hour."
He's like, "I'm sure you and your friend have a lot to talk about."
That's right. That's
we got fucking work to do.
Yeah, I got $300 riding on these whores. Let's roll.
$100 a grease.
Tell your greasy friend to put the teddy bear down and get the fuck out of
here. Photo shoot. Jim Henson's yelling at everybody. See the beard he had?
Yeah, that's right.
He did look like Jim Henson.
He did look like, did he like Jim Henson?
Someday
He's like, look.
we'll find it. A rainbow connection.
Let me explain something to you whores. Let me explain something to you, Greasy Wario. These three whores are costing me $100 an hour, and I've got to write a song about a fucking rainbow for a movie I'm doing. So can we move along?
Mommy.
Oh, Jim Henson.
Oh, man.
Lord, Jim Henson. So he goes...
Boy, we're undermining this movie a little.
Now, what does he do? Now, let's see. Like, you do the $100. What did he do to make it easy to get into her house?
He did something with the... he clicked the little...
He clicks the little lock.
The little lock on the side when she opens the door.
Now, she does something that I told Lindsay, it's the first time I've ever seen a woman do in a movie, period. She takes a bath, which, women do all the time.
Yep.
But what was missing from the bath that every woman in movies has?
Bubbles.
No, she had bubbles.
She had bubbles?
Yeah, it was bubble bath.
Candles.
Oh.
Every woman in every movie ever has never taken a bubble bath without 1,000 candles. Yeah. Now, funnily enough, earlier in the movie,
she had no candles.
Frank Zito, when he takes his murder naps, he has candles fucking everywhere.
Yeah, the budget didn't. There's only candles for one scene.
They couldn't bring the candles from his house to her.
No.
Yep.
So
it looked too much as like the same candles.
Yeah, are those fucking Frank Zito's candles? I noticed you're taking a bath without candles. I brought some of my own.
I brought you some candles.
I brought some rando candos.
Made from the grease off of my face.
Frank Zito's.
God. We took my sweat and we collected it into a jar and let it solidify and we made candles out of it.
Frank Zito's rando candos.
I made it from my own earwax.
That's what he does now. Is he scalps them and he fucking mines their earwax and makes candles out of that shit.
Oh man.
So what does he do with her, Lloyd? What does he do with her? He kind of keeps her hostage.
Yeah. Does he takes her back, right?
Or does he
do
in
it all
in
right
her
there?
house?
Her house. Yeah. He puts her in the bed and
he tells her that he's not going to hurt her.
This is nice.
Yeah.
And then he
like,
starts talking to her like she's his mother.
Right.
Yeah.
She's the first one he ties down, right?
She's the first one that he makes it seem like he might let her live.
Right.
Until he suddenly doesn't.
Yeah, until he suddenly gets the switchblade out.
Don't kill me.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, let me take.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever a question.
I'll take this fucking
if
thing
he's going
out
to
of
let
your
her
mouth.
live or not.
I don't think there's a question.
He said he was going to let her.
I don't think there's. He says it, but
Yeah,
I think
he
we know
says it,
he's not going to. But for a minute there, it's the first one where he's actually struggling.
He's arguing
he
with
thought he was
himself.
going to let her live.
Yeah. Because he even after he kills her, I think he says, "Why did you do that?"
Right.
You know, like why did you do it? You didn't have to do it.
But he's like, now you're with me forever.
Yeah.
You know, that's like he said to the photographer. You know, you're preserving their beauty so they can never leave you.
Right.
And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And her
you
death
didn't
scene
say it creepy enough. You got to say it creepier than that because he certainly said it as fucking creepy as possible.
No,
you do it. You're better at the creep than I am.
You're preserving the beauty forever.
Yeah, there you go.
I wish I still had my mother around. I can't. I'm not going to try.
It's hard. He's got a very distinctive voice, but the way he's so unctuous. It's just oily as he speaks, and you just feel like you want to take a bath after every scene he's in. You know,
he's a fucking goblin. This guy.
He's a goblin.
There's no other way to put it. He's a goblin. Frank Zito, the murder goblin.
Alien life form.
Her death scene is hardcore.
Yeah,
because it's like one of those. It reminded me of like just the idea of getting stabbed like that.
Well,
like he's
slow.
He's not jamming it in her. He just takes
his
blade,
he slides
it
right in.
One
puts
shot.
his whole weight on her.
It reminded me very much of that fucking troubling scene in Saving Private Ryan with with the fight and where he's like begging him not to do it. It's like no, and he just slowly fucking kills him.
That scene really gets me.
That whole movie gets me. That scene is brutal.
It still makes me mad, especially since they let that motherfucker go.
Yeah.
It still makes me mad.
Fucking Reiben,
I'm like,
man.
fucking
Reiben. I wanted to like him. I wanted to like Reiben, and then not Reiben. I'm sorry. Reiben was Edward Burns. Who was the Jeremy Davies? What was his character? I can't remember his name. He lets him go.
Yeah.
Because he says to him, at the end, Mickey Mouse? And he blows him away at the end when it's too late. Yeah. That's a great movie. Anyways, so now we get to the nitty gritty. He kills her. He goes to her funeral. He sends a fucking bouquet, which he gets. He's gonna get his dick sucked for sending a bouquet to a funeral of a woman he killed, because her friend is so. She's like, that was so nice.
He's
Frank.
playing all the angles.
Everything.
Frank
Zito, the fucking greasy Wario goblin pimp.
He's his own worst enemy. Because he's never gonna get it. So
you know why he's
never gonna get it.
He's got her in the car, right? He's got her in the car. She's thanking him for all the fucking shit he did.
Yeah.
He could get her right there.
Yeah.
What does he do? Hey, you mind if we stop off and see my mom at the cemetery?
Yeah.
That's exactly where you want to take your girlfriend, to the cemetery.
And again,
to the foggy fucking cemetery.
So fucking creepy the way he says it. And she's like, oh, we can do that, Frank. It's fine.
No problem.
I brought a wreath.
Take me to the fucking foggy cemetery. It got all dark and foggy. Did you notice that?
Not just that it got dark and foggy, but like the scene before that when they're driving through 70s New York.
Yeah.
It's so hilarious because it's like this giant 4-door sedan and it's just like flying through the road.
Yeah.
Like but then he's like, you mind going to see my I'd like to pay my respects. I got a wreath in the back, and like in her head, she's probably like, well, you brought the wreath, I have to go. Like if I say no and you have the wreath, it's a living thing.
It'd be one thing if she was like a polite Canadian.
Yeah.
But she's English.
Yeah, she's just like, of course, Frank.
Yeah,
I'd love to see your mother's grave. How fucking weird is that?
Right. Yeah.
On our second date, we're going to see your dead mother's grave.
Before the show.
Let's go to a show.
Well,
that's That's the other thing.
I want to go to a show.
She has nothing going on in her life because he literally calls her up and says, would you like to
I'll
take in a
pick you up
show?
in 15 minutes.
10.
He's 10.
It was
I'll
10.
be ready in 10.
Parked on the sidewalk at a phone booth, and when he's done hanging up, and she's like, "Oh, I'll go with you." Okay, that's great. This is New York.
He doesn't even pull over to go get her. He just blows the fucking horn.
Yeah.
Barely slows down.
Right.
She has to like get in on a run.
He says,
I just love when he pulls away from the phone booth. He hops off the
curb.
curb.
Off the curb, yeah. He says 15 minutes. She's like, you can make it 10. I've got no life.
Right.
Like, holy shit, this chick is the hottest, desperate chick I've ever seen. She can't wait to go out with fucking
likes Frank.
With fucking
That's
Frank.
Caroline Monroe for you.
Yeah. They had done, I didn't write them all down. One was called Star Crash.
Yeah, Star
They
Crash.
starred in 3 movies together.
Did they?
Over the course of like maybe 5 years. Star Crash was, I think, right before this, and then there was something else.
I vaguely remember that one.
What else was she in with him?
Yeah, I
Was
don't
she in
think I wrote
Cruising?
them all down. Yeah, Cruising.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's Al Pacino, the
Vinegar Syndrome.
gay murder.
Vinegar Syndrome has I don't know if they put it. The archive has some new restorations of that. I don't know if it's Vinegar Syndrome or not. But the archive just got in some restorations.
She was in Spy Who Loved Me as well.
Yes, yeah, she was in.
Yeah,
she was in The Spy Who Loved Me.
One of the Bond girls.
Yeah.
And she was also in Dracula AD.
She was also in, just because I was reading her IMDb credits, she was also in the David Niven Casino Royale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Clam Casino Royale.
Clam Casino Royale. Yeah.
There's your
I heard
title.
it comes together.
There's your title.
I heard they got good Clam Casino.
Zito.
Yeah.
Frank Zito.
Oh Jesus! This is
So takes her to the cemetery.
Yeah.
Goes to see mom, and now this is the scene where everything just falls apart.
Do you notice the day the mom died?
No, what was it?
I
Was it
couldn't see
Christmas?
it.
December 25th.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I'm surprised he wasn't wearing a fucking like Santa wig throughout.
Did
the
they
whole
ever
movie.
say that he killed his mom?
No, I
It's
believe.
inferred, but
I don't think.
I think she
didn't
died in a
think so.
car crash. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a car crash. but-
that's what he says.
Yeah, I believe it.
right.
I believe it. I think
But
his
of
mom
course,
was a.
did he cause it?
Well, I don't know.
The way he talks halfway through these the movie, he little things he says makes it sound like he's the one that killed her.
It seems fitting to be killing your mom on Christmas with all those kind of issues you're dealing with.
I'm going to cut that out, Lloyd, in case anything happens to your mom on Christmas. No, I'm just.
I mean,
No,
in,
I know
in
what you're
this
saying.
movie.
No, you're right. I didn't notice the date. That's interesting. That's
I
interesting.
couldn't see it, but I tried to, and then of course weird things happen.
Well, I
so.
watched this. Like, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure Larry owns like 17 copies of this movie in different levels too. And
only two.
Three VHS.
Larry had said to me that he was going to be in Wallingford last.
You got the clam package too.
He said he was going to be in Wallingford last night, so he was going to drop me off a DVD. But I wanted to watch it earlier in the week. It's one of those movies. It's not on Amazon Prime. It's not rentable through any
It's on
streaming
YouTube.
service. I watched it on YouTube
with the Spanish
subtitles. Giant yellow Spanish subtitles through the whole movie.
They cover the whole screen.
Whole screen.
For any of you guys out there want to see it for free and not subtitles like that, you can get it on Vudu. It's free with ads on Vudu.
I watched because I watched that first. Actually, I tried streaming on another service, and it just kept timing out, and I got fucking tired.
It is available on Shudder as well.
I would recommend the brand new Blue Underground 4K restoration. Tons and tons of extra.
How much better does this movie look in 4K?
Yeah, really.
It looks. It's not.
This movie looks like it was filmed on fucking.
I was actually joking with Simonetta about that yesterday.
You actually need a kerchief
because
you could read the tire sign size.
Let me ask you: have you seen the 4K restoration of Night of the Living Dead, the Criterion?
No.
It's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like to take a 1968 black and white and make it as crisp as they did. Same thing with Basket Case. They just did a 4K restoration of that, and it looks amazing.
Criterion did?
No, that one's is that Blue Underground too?
Oh,
I can't remember
okay.
who did the Basket Case. No, that might be Arrow. That's Arrow Video.
Oh, okay, all right.
I told Mike, I was like, I think it's like a 3.5K. I don't even think it's like a 4. I was like, it looks good, but not as good as the other ones do. But that aside, it still looks much better than the DVD, of course. There's tons and tons of extra footage.
Well,
they found a whole bunch of deleted scenes that they didn't put in.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, really?
Interviews with Spinell and.
If you want to go down about 9 levels, watch the YouTube version with the yellow subtitles.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Yeah, it's because it's funny because if it's like one sentence, it's at the bottom. Fine.
Right.
If someone says something like more than 2 sentences, the entire screen is covered.
The giant letters.
Giant fucking letters. K Kedissimo.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should have dropped off that copy?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
So, I did watch it on another streaming service after that because I fell asleep a couple times watching it with the Spanish subtitles.
I tried to find it on everything. The only other thing it was available on was Shudder, and I don't have Shudder.
Yeah.
But I got to watch it anyway. So
yeah.
So we're at the end of the movie, and he's visiting the mother's grave with her, and then he fucking loses her. Right then.
Yeah. Well, what's he saying? Rita knew.
Well,
like Rita was the girl he just killed.
Yeah. Like I think he equated Rita to his mother at that point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It gets weird.
What did he do?
And then the mom
kept
zombie.
repeating
the mom zombie.
The mom zombie was
pretty
badass.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Before that, he had
It was actually. I remember the first time I saw that, and it was actually like a jump scare moment for me. The mom zombie thing. I was like, oh shit!
That was after the shovel, right? They ran through the.
No,
it was because they were still at the grave.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets away from him. He falls down. The mom zombie comes out, which is a great effect.
Yeah.
And then he runs after her, and then she hits him in the arm with the sharpest shovel on earth.
Right.
Because
then he can't run because of his arm.
Right.
I just remember being like, "Sack up, dude! She hit you with a fucking shovel."
Yeah, in the arm.
Not in the
you
head.
can still run.
Caroline Monroe, she shovels well.
She does.
She's the shovel.
But the thing is like she hits him in the side of the arm with a shovel. Now I got a shovel in my garage right now. We could test this out.
Yeah.
I think if I hit any of you in the side of the arm with my shovel, it's probably not going to like really cut you too bad. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
His arm is like fucking bleeding like a
Right.
motherfucker.
And when he gets to his house, he like collapses on his bed, like he just got beat up.
Which is what makes like his real death in real life so weird.
So weird, yeah.
That like he really bled to death on his bed in real life, and that's essentially what ends up happening in this movie. Is the character goes back to his house. She gets away.
Yep.
In the remake, she does not get away. He kills her in the remake.
Yeah.
The remake is
spoiler alert, people. Sorry.
Oh, damn! Now I don't want to watch this movie.
The remake is also it's Elijah Wood plays the Frank Zito character, and it's
all
entirely in first person. So you never it's all shown from his point of view, and the only time you ever see Elijah Wood is in a mirror or a reflection.
Oh, I did hear about that.
It's good.
All right,
But it
that's
really
right.
is from scene to scene very much a remake in terms of the hooker.
Except it's in L.A., right?
I think it's in L.A. He kills the hooker. He kills she's not a nurse, but he chases her not through a subway, but through a parking lot. He ends up
Samwise Gamgee's trying to help him through the whole fucking thing.
let me carry your load, Mr. Zito.
Rudy comes in.
Yeah.
Well,
I may not be able to carry it, but I can carry you.
He was so creepy in the Sin City movie. It's not surprising that he could pull.
No,
that
he
off,
did a good job.
Yeah,
in that.
Maybe I'll check that out.
I recommend checking it out. It's a good.
Now, how bad was when he's running through the graveyard? He hears the flashback.
Right.
Yeah.
Mommy, don't put me in the closet.
Yeah.
Frankie, you're a bad boy. Mommy, Frankie, you're a bad boy.
You've got to be pumped.
That was just horrible voice acting.
I take it for what it was for the time.
Yeah, and
It was really bad.
he's just hearing voices, man.
There was a lot of
They could have been better.
overdubs that were not the best.
Yeah.
And a
you
lot
gotta
of it was him going.
And you got to remember, I also watched the worst copy of this ever.
Yeah, you
so I guess maybe it didn't take me out.
Maybe, yeah.
It didn't take me out.
So he gets to his
See,
house.
senor
Gets to his
Zito.
house.
He collapses on his on his bed in his weird purple bedroom.
Yeah, he does
weird
have a
purple
weird
bedroom with the mom shrine in the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
in the corner.
And the two worst New York cops I've ever seen.
Yeah, well,
One of them,
not yet.
I swear to God, one of them is like a Russian guy. The guy that the guy on the right, he when he doesn't talk, I'm like, this guy looks
those are real New York City cops.
Are they really?
They're real detectives.
No wonder
Yeah.
they look so terrible.
They're the worst cops ever. So
Well, for the movie. Well, all right. So hold on. So he gets back. He collapses on his bed because he's been hit with a shovel.
yeah.
In the arm, and you know how taxing that could be.
This is
Well, he definitely had a full psychotic break
Yeah. Oh,
at this
yeah.
point.
This guy is the definition of I can give it out, but I can't take it.
Yeah. So then you start the. I would assume the guilt is taking him over.
Yeah.
Now he's got this guilt thing, and he just sees all of his victims.
Oh, attacking
all the
them, that's
mannequins.
right.
The mannequins
Come
come to
to
life.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was actually a really
that
good
was a
scene.
really good scene.
Yeah, I did like that.
Well, especially because they pull his fucking head.
fucking
right?
rip
Right?
Yeah.
They pull
The
his fucking
sound effect was great.
Yeah, there was a lot of splurping noises.
Splurp.
And it was all the women that played the women he killed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they come to life with the
Yep.
mannequins. And it was a great scene. They stab him,
It's
they rip his head off.
It's a great.
They chop off his arm with the fucking machete.
Chop his arm off, right.
Yeah, I really dug that. I mean, not just because of the goriness of it, but the whole thing. It's supposed to be in his head, so it's pretty cool.
So then, next scene you see him, he's laying there, and
he's laying, and he stabbed himself.
With the bayonet, thank God.
You got to assume that Anna has called the cops because now the next scene,
she pulled a Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Frank Drebin's.
Exactly. It's like the beginning of fucking Police Squad.
From the files of Police Squad.
As I'm watching, I'm saying to Lindsay, I'm like, this is a neighborhood. Slow the fuck down. They're driving through these mini New York streets at a fucking 180 miles an hour. It's like, no matter what happens.
In a Ford LTD.
They get out of the LTD, and I thought this was just hilarious. They
don't knock.
They don't knock. They
just
kick the door in. Kick the door in, see he's dead on the thing, and then just look at each other and just shut the door.
I don't think they say a word.
They don't say a word.
They just look at him.
They left
They
like
look
they
at each
did
other.
it.
Yeah.
They snuck out like they killed him.
They didn't even check his pulse.
Nothing.
Just look in. Oh no, he's dead. Let's go.
They didn't even take more than 2 steps into the room.
No.
They just walked in, looked at him, looked at each other, fucking turned around, shut the door, and left.
We see this every night.
And how does the movie end?
His eyes opening, which I thought out of the whole movie, which I will say I enjoyed. And this might be one of the earliest cases of that in a horror movie, where like the killer's eyes open. I wish that didn't happen. Because because I know what they're doing there, maybe like Maniac 2, next year or whatever. But to me, it's like, it was just, I liked it better with the thought of that he's dead. And one more thing about the cops is these are the second worst horror movie cops in the 70s, right after Black Christmas. When the Black Christmas guys just like leave her in the house, they're like,
oh yeah,
they're
right.
Like, we're not going to really check the whole house. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
You're, and everybody else is dead, but you take a nap.
Yeah.
We're gone.
You hang out here.
You hang here. If there's anything wrong, you use that switchboard again, and John Saxon will get you. We'll be there. I mean, did you think these were the worst cops ever?
They were terrible.
They're not the worst ever. The worst ever is in Halloween 5.
Oh.
Which, if you've never seen, you'll see them, but they are pretty bad.
Okay, all right.
The ones in Halloween 5 actually have like a theme song. Like, whenever they come on, whenever they come on screen, I remember seeing it in the theater and be like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now? Do these guys have a fucking silly theme song? Is that what's happening?"
So they're worse than the ones in 2 where they're being pushed around by Loomis the whole movie.
Oh yeah, no, because they actually have a fucking dumb theme song.
God.
And they're like bumping into each other and.
What was in the newest Halloween with the Danny McBride Halloween where it's the 2 cops and they have a conversation about like a banh mi sandwich? Do you remember that?
Oh,
they're in the car. It's like, well, it's a Vietnamese sandwich. I'm like, this scene is this whole fucking movie. What is happening?
Yeah, that's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast. So that's the end of the movie.
That's Maniac.
That's Maniac. So as we have done in the past, we're going to talk about ratings. Larry comes up with an interesting rating system for every one of these. And we'll just kind of talk about, Lloyd, did you have any other notes or anything, any trivia of interest or anything that we should go over?
No, we covered everything.
We did talk a lot about this movie.
I can give you a little Spinell fact.
Yes.
So he was friends with Spielberg, and he was supposed to be, him and a buddy of his were supposed to be the 2 guys in Jaws who fell off the dock and then had to
really?
That was Spinell and one of his friends, but they couldn't make it to the shoot that day, so Spielberg had to find 2 other guys.
One thing I read about him was that he was in the Godfather. You fucking with that noise. I'm only getting mad now. You've been doing it for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And now it's getting to me. He was in The Godfather, and The Godfather 2 is Chi-Chi, right? He was the bodyguard / hitman. Yep. Francis Ford Coppola liked him so much that he paid him a full actor's wage to stay on set, even on days he wasn't he only had a small role.
Yeah.
He liked him, and he liked talking to him and bouncing ideas off of him, that he kept him on set for days he wasn't filming and paid him for it just because he liked the dude.
He's supposed to be, well, not anymore, but supposedly he was a great guy. Everybody liked him.
Yeah.
That's why he was in all the Stallone movies. Stallone loved him.
Stallone loved him, yeah.
And he was in Paradise Alley. He was in fucking like everything with Stallone up until Stallone got real big. And then they're fine.
Yeah, no Gazzo in Rocky 3.
Yeah, no Gazzo in Rocky 3.
No Gazzo in First Blood. I know it's not his line in the first Rocky with, hey, take her to the zoo. Retards love the zoo. But the Gazzo line I always liked was in the second one. He's like, Rock, you ever think about investing in condominiums? No, I don't use them. I never use them. Mr. Gazzo, the loan shark in the Philadelphia loan shark.
Remember he tried to, in part 2, he tried to motivate him when he goes into the fucking gym and Rocky's fucking sweeping up and he sees there's the big picture and he's like, hey, Rock, remember that guy?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Trying to fucking motivate him.
I never, until I watched the movie this week, started kind of researching it last week, I never realized that was the same, that was this dude in this movie. When I read that, I'm like, Mr. Gazzo. I'm like,
Mr. Gazzo.
That's so fucking weird. And then you read about the guy. I suggest anybody listening to this, if you want to read a pretty interesting story, a good career, and unfortunately he died in 1989, so it was cut very short. He was, I think, 59 years old.
Yep.
And he didn't do a lot towards the end. I think one of his last larger film roles was he was in Married, the Michelle Pfeiffer thing, Married to the Mob.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that was one of his last things. I think, and that might have been
unfortunate.
That might have been posthumous. Yeah,
it's unfortunate, but I think it did.
I think it did well.
Did well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was
anything Michelle Pfeiffer back then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, not me.
No?
Did we
She
talk?
always looked like she just finished crying. It bothers me. Like every time I see her, I'm like, was she just crying?
That
Like,
was as
off
specific.
camera?
That was as specific as like the Mike Myers thing. It's like, you dumped her because you said she smelled like soup.
That's why.
So I married an
Asperger.
Did we talk budget?
No, give us budget, give us all that stuff.
So all I got was budget was $350,000,
That's a lot. Actually,
and it made $10 million.
That's a good fucking.
Wow,
clip.
see, I have 350,000. I didn't have the actual.
And I doubt it opened everywhere.
Right.
No, I don't know how many screens it
No,
opened.
one of the things I want to say about this movie before we rate
There were still drive-in theaters then.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. This was
That's
probably
what-
playing on
yeah.
like double bills.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm surprised it's not one I saw at the drive-in. actually,
Really?
'cause
Yeah.
I saw so many at the drive-in. I'm surprised this wasn't one of them.
I'm glad you didn't see this at the drive-in at like 11 or 9 or something.
right.
I know you've seen a lot, but
Tons.
man, this might have been one that might have been two. Like I don't picture. I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm not throwing you out there, but this isn't one you show your kids, right? Like
No, I
Yeah.
would not. No,
No.
As a matter of fact, when I was watching it, rewatching it this week, anytime Owen or Jalen came downstairs, I paused it.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
pause mine too.
yeah.
I would. There's certain things I won't.
I
It-
felt
it is a
weird
very
watching it. I
disturbing
felt weird
movie.
watching it in front of my adult wife because like, I didn't know what I literally. This was a movie that I felt like
I would not watch this in front of my wife.
I didn't know what I was getting into. You know what I mean? Like when one of those movies, like I always refer back to when you talk about like that kind of dirty feeling.
Yep.
Chainsaw Massacre, the first one.
Okay.
To me, feels like you're watching something kind of real.
Yep.
Even though you know it's not, and it's
Yep.
just because it's low budget. It's grimy looking. And before I watched this, I watched the trailer for it, and I went, I don't know if I want to watch this with Lindsay around. Like, and I did because I had to do it, and she watched along with me, and just kind of like between reading and stuff. But like it. I will say, for the feeling I got of this movie before watching it, from hearing about it, from the poster, and kind of its reputation, it was done much more professionally and better than I expected. I thought this was going to be a real, grimy, low budget, like not interesting. And in the end, I was like, even the scene that kind of like immediately brought me into it was the first after he wakes up from the memory dream, whatever it is. When he kind of comes to, he sits up on the bed, and then like the screen fills up with like Joe Spinell, Maniac, and I thought even that looked better to me than I expected this movie to be able to kind of bring up. So
Yeah.
all right, Larry, what are your ratings for this? What are we gonna go with?
Our rating system will go 1 through 5. 5 being awesome, 1 being poop. And I suppose our rating system should be buckets of sweat.
Yes, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. This guy is a sweaty motherfucker.
Because he is really sweaty.
Yeah.
Like he's very choky and he's very sweaty. Yeah.
It's very stabby.
He's very stabby.
Very slicey.
Yeah.
All right, John, I want to hear from you first because you already said that you didn't like this movie.
And it's not that I didn't like the movie. The movie makes me very uncomfortable. It's not one I would watch again voluntarily. And it makes me. This is where I wonder if I had seen it before or not, because a lot of it looked familiar. I just don't remember it. But I'm putting it in the 2.5 category.
Okay.
And it's got a solid story. The acting in certain scenes is really good. Some of the end of the movie is fantastic. I loved the end of it, which, considering how some really good movies end terribly for me and just undermine the whole film.
Right.
Boondock Saints.
Bad movie from beginning to end, man.
What was that?
Boondock Saints.
Well, I can't get on that train.
Yeah, well. Anyway, this movie does end really well. It's dirty, though. It just makes you want to take a bath after.
It's a grimy film.
Yeah, and it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just it's not a movie that is going to entertain me on any level in a future viewing.
This movie would be. This is not a joke either. This movie would be like, I would say, 25% less grimy feeling if it was like set like in some like country town or something. New York City adds so much such a layer of like grease and grime to this movie. The setting is just so like it just I don't know, Times Square, the hotel, everything,
tight apartment.
Some of it is a little comedic to me, especially in the beginning when he strangles the kid on the beach. It's just so ridiculous.
Oh, with the piano wire?
Yeah.
He must have learned that from The Godfather.
Yeah. Between that and then his sounds through the whole fucking movie, all I kept thinking was student bodies. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great movie.
So it just, I was like, okay, I know Student Bodies came later, but I'm like, oh, it's all that's running through my head right now.
That's one where the corpse keeps farting, right?
Well, it's everything. The guy who's killing people with paper clips and shit. I mean, it's just
that's a rewatch. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's a fun movie.
It's right around the same time, 81. It's a spoof comedy about like because that was like right when the slasher movies were becoming like popular.
The thing.
The thing, yeah. All right, Lloyd, what do we got from you?
Much like John, I feel a lot the same way. I would not watch it really again for any reason unless I had to. It's very disturbing. It's difficult to watch, but I think for its own merits, it's much better than. It's not like a one movie. I would go 2.5.
2.5,
and I think I might rewatch or might watch the remake with Elijah Wood.
I suggest
I might try that. I don't think you could remake this movie without switching it up somehow, making it something different, which I believe they did with the first person.
The remake with Elijah Wood, besides the first person, and then this movie here is violent and has some really violent stuff, is violent as hell. Like there's one scene where he scalps a girl, and again, because it's shown from his point of view, it's really it's the first scene in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, on the beach.
Well, no, in the remake, it's in like an apartment hallway. And she's trying to get home at night, and he has her up against the wall, and then he starts to fucking scalp her with a giant blade, and it's her struggling, and it's like you're watching like VR or something.
Yeah.
There's some real gore. I'm going to give this movie the buckets of blood. I agree with both of you guys. Buckets of sweat. I would not. I'm going to headbutt you. I would not want to own. This is not in my collection. This is not something I'd bust out and go, hey, we got to watch Maniac.
You're not going to put it in your collection?
I'm not going to put it in my collection.
Yeah, see, it's just one of those movies.
But I'm going to go one step above you guys. I'm going to say 2.75. Because, again, the extra, I'll go with you guys. 2.5 is where I feel. I give it that extra quarter rating for the surprise that I got. Because, like I said, I really expected this to be like some like 78-minute, low budget, especially again, if you read a little bit about it, the guy's a porn director. This is his first real movie. A lot of the people that he used, his cinematographer was his porn cinematographer. So I mean, he's using actors and actresses that, or at least one.
I'm sure people were scrambling to work with him too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're doing a real movie? Come on, can I do it with you?
And it made fucking $10 million.
Yeah,
he's got more mayonnaise stained fucking wife beaters than anybody now because of this movie. All right, Larry. So this is your show. This is your movie.
This is my movie.
This is your movie.
My movie.
You put it on the list.
You put it on the list.
I did. And you guys are talking about how uncomfortable it is.
So uncomfortable.
And it really is. It's an uncomfortable film. It's one I'm glad I never watched with my parents. Yeah. Because there were some moments where. Still one that lives with me to this day. I remember it was in the living room. It wasn't a drive-in situation. This was one we rented because I think it came out in like 86. I remember renting from the fucking video store, sitting down with mom and dad in the living room and watching Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh.
And just
I've
being
still never seen that, but that's another movie I think of in this term.
Yeah, there's a scene where they tie up a family and rape them, like raping the mom in front of the kids, and I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, this is not something I should be watching with mom and dad.
Yeah. No way.
Like, as a matter of fact, I'm like, this is not something I should be watching at all. I don't think that's a disturbing movie as well. But it's a great movie. Michael Rooker is amazing.
I got to check that out. I've never seen that.
It's a hell of a movie. But back to Maniac. This happens to be one of my favorites, especially when you're talking about serial killers and things like that. I grew up with a big curiosity about serial killers. I read Zodiac Killer books, and I've got tons of books still on serial killers. Very interesting to me. And like what I said, what Mike Simonetta said rings true. This is like a movie that really takes the phases of a serial killer and shows them all to you. So it's always been a favorite of mine because of that. I thought it was done really well. I think the effects are fantastic. I think the acting is good. This for me is 4 buckets of sweat.
4 buckets of sweat. Yeah, and I figured you were going to go high. I mean, I don't know your collecting habits necessarily, but for you to go buy a Blu-ray or a 4K of a movie that is in this shape, I still can't understand like how they could get a 4K restoration.
Right.
I mean, again,
somebody had a can somewhere, and
it looks good.
Yeah,
it looks good. Like I said, it was more like a 3.5.
Yeah,
3.5.
But still,
but it does. It looks good. Blue Underground did a really good job, and the extras, the extra features are fantastic. I haven't even gotten through all of them yet. There's a like an hour long Who's Joe Spinell, like lost interviews with him and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, outtakes, him like screwing around, him in the it took forever, I guess, for him and the porn star to get that scene right. He kept like coming out of the closet at the wrong time, knocked the tea out of her hand, and they're just like cracking up through the whole thing, keep doing it over and over and over, and they were just having a great time, and it's pretty funny.
When I looked up Joe
you kind of
Spinell,
have to laugh when you're doing a movie like this.
You got to keep it light.
You'd have to keep
matter
it light.
being so dark.
You'd have to keep it light. When I think it was either the IMDb or Wikipedia, when I just was looking up Joe Spinell, the picture that comes up of him is a picture of him on set in The Godfather. And the first thing I thought of before I realized this was Gazzo, was I thought he was fucking Tony Clifton.
No,
he looks like
he does look like Tony Clifton.
He looks like Tony. You know who Tony Clifton was?
No.
Tony Clifton was Andy Kaufman's alter ego, maybe or maybe not.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing behind that. He's the big lounge singer, big fat guy, talks like this. And when I first saw it, I went, "Is this fucking Tony Clifton? Is he in this movie?" But it kind of looks like Tony Clifton.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say this real quick. I mean, for anyone that thinks that me giving this a 2.5 is a bad rating, if you listen to any of the movie invitationals and you put me down in front of a TV with two movies, Adaptation or Maniac, I'm going to watch Maniac every single time.
Yeah.
Because Adaptation is a piece of shit and should never be forced on anyone.
Poor Jerry Morgan. FOJ Live. At FOJ Live. Check Jerry out on Twitter. We love Jerry. He picked Adaptation, which is the only out of the, I don't know, we've done like 13 Pint Movie Invitationals, the only one from John to get a 0. And
I couldn't give it any lower.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me.
I'm like, I don't know if you could do a negative. Yeah. Daniel Day Simpson has no grade point average. All classes incomplete.
My favorite was always after he gave Blutowski the 0.0, and John was just like,
yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, he's like better than I thought. This has been episode 2 of Scary Larry's Pint of Horrors. We talked all about Maniac, and we're going to at some point very soon do episode 3. So go to ConnecticCultClassics.com, check that out. Check Larry's writing out at HorrorNewsNetwork.net, and see ya.
See ya.
See ya.
We are leaving!